Well, we got two more spaces.
Joe Mayo.
It's
Hi.
Joe. Hey,
Hey.
look here. Hi, guys.
How quickly we got full house.
Boy, just like
Yes,
that.
it's like,
Wow.
yeah.
What's up, everyone?
Hey,
Not a
Tim.
whole lot.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, this is what I was saying. Like movie releases, strong the first week, and then fizzles, and then
Yeah.
it goes straight to home video.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, I'm so far thinking this Saw Cop coming up on
Yeah.
Tuesday will be the last.
We'll do the last
Yeah,
one.
I noticed you advertise it as the last one. Is there any reason for that?
Yeah, because Stephen Schnee will be back the following week.
Oh, you were just filling in, kind of.
Yeah, I was like the summer replacement series.
We'll change the day then.
Well, as I was telling them before, it's not easy to do that show. You know,
No.
like the easy part is making the show,
Oh, yeah.
but hosting the show is tough. And I don't think I was made for it. Oh, see, Tim Allen and I could flare the slot every other week.
Good idea.
Yeah, I'm waiting to watch Tim's reaction.
Poker face.
Yeah.
Exactly. It is a tough show
Well,
to do that sort of thing.
I wouldn't know what to do. I mean, I could do my 45 thing, but I don't really host a show when I do it. I just play 45s and then tell you about them when it's over. I don't
But
talk
that-
through them or anything.
Here's the show. Oh dear.
Hey, Adam.
Adam's out there.
Or I could play my podcast live, but I don't see the point. Just go listen to it.
No.
I don't
Oh,
know.
it's up to you, Doc. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Mine's pre-recorded. All I have to do is slip it into the thing and let the music
Keep
play and
going.
just maybe talk a little bit, say hello and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's not easy. I find out it's not easy. So, and as I was saying before, the ratings are slipping each week.
No,
Yeah,
it's like Lost in Space.
yeah, kind of.
Oh, well, the ratings good. I don't know. No, they were.
Yeah, when the ratings are good, it's
Goes
fine. But
down.
when they slip
Yeah.
week to week, then you get canceled.
Mhm.
Or like The Odd Couple. The ratings weren't.
Yeah.
I can't believe they weren't good. But anyway.
You know what happened to Lost in Space? It was
Batman.
on. It was doing fine. Yeah, and then opposite it, they debuted a little show called Batman, and they're like
Yeah.
Lost in Space.
Well, gone. Yeah.
Batman even killed the monsters,
Mhm.
Yeah, everything killed it.
and then Batman killed itself. It self-destructed, and then there was nothing. What did we have on Thursday night after that? Anything? Nobody remembers.
No.
Because
I'd have to look.
everything fizzled about the same time. So like
Yeah.
that Thursday night block, or even the Wednesday night block for that matter, I think what on NBC did you have like the Virginian or something? Nobody ran home to watch.
I don't know. No.
No.
We'll have
Westerns
to
were
check,
big.
I guess.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, we had all kinds of stuff.
Neff
We're
Jendo,
going to
how's
see
your
feet. Okay, what is it?
evening?
Well,
Neff?
It's hot, Adam.
Oh, stop! I made a video, a rant video that I haven't put up yet about people complaining about the heat. Oh man, it's a strong one.
You're ranting about the cold and the snow when you're ranting about the heat. Are you satisfied anytime?
No, I'm not. No. I'm ranting about people who complain about the heat. It's like I was listening today. I went walking this morning, and I had my earbuds on. I listened to a show, and I'll tell you who it was. It was Kit and Tom Hunyadi, And the first 12 minutes of them bitching about the heat, I'm like, let's get to the music. It's like, it's 104, and I was, oh my god, it's 90. 80. Oh, I don't mind the humidity, but a little dry. Oh yeah, it's summer. I'm doing my rant right here, folks.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna be hot.
Sorry, but when you live in Arizona, you can expect it to be hot in the summertime.
But I try to be fair. I complain about the cold, so people might probably tell me, "Shut up about complaining about the cold."
It's cold seasons.
Seasons
for a reason.
Then they'll be bitching in a few months from now. They'll be bitching that it's not warm. It's like it just never stops.
It's cold.
Like my father used to say in the summers that one summer he said it hasn't been a really summer, just raining, and next summer it's been too warm. We can't be doing anything. But are you typical Swedish? Are you satisfied at any point?
Yeah. No, it's tough to be, right?
There is no happy medium. It's either 2 or 2.
It's a lovely spring day, damn it.
It's got to be 70 degrees every day, spring.
You've got to admit the winters are a lot easier these days.
They are.
I don't even have to tell you. One of my favorite Joe Mayo rants was the one about paper or plastic, and then he throws the plastic bag at the screen at the end. I go hard at that one.
Yeah. Sure.
There was like 5 feet of snow and stuff, and we could dig tunnels and everything.
Well, that's a good thing about today. I don't need that crap.
Now we're lucky to get 5 inches.
Yeah, you can sit in your apartment and watch everybody else flipping around to work, and I'm retired. I can stay home.
Well, yeah. I didn't want to talk back when I was doing mail delivery. That's one of the main reasons I hated the snow. I hate it anyway, but that's really the main reason why I was not happy with it. So maybe this year as a retiree, I won't have to worry about it too much. If it snows.
I've filled down quite a few steps during my time. That's the beginning of Blondie. Like when the Pennywood runs into the mail carrier, and
no,
I've done that. Or on an icy sidewalk, you go whoop, and
yeah.
I think that Joe prefers spring because that's in his name, Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. I remember one time I was delivering mail. This is a few years ago. It was January, and it was a small block I was on. It was not a very long block. So I'm walking, and it's about, no matter how careful you are, you're going to go down at some point. So I'm like, what? Like, whoa. I try to, and I fall down, and I'm like, I hit right on my knee on the concrete, right? Because it was icy, and I'm saying, oh, it hurt, but I was able to keep walking and shake it off. And I'm thinking to myself, at least it wasn't my bad knee. And do you know, at the end of that block. Whoa! A second time, this time on the bad knee, and I get up and I'm like, you bleeping! In the middle of the street, I'm like, God, you would have loved to have a camera on me. I was like, hey, you son, I hate this bleeping job. I was like cursing in the middle of the street.
And you know what's worse at the end when you think, oh, I'm done, and you get back, somebody has called in sick, and you got to go take the part of their route.
Guess who it usually was, folks? Me. Or I would go homesick.
Oh, figure. So you'd be the one that would make me work an extra.
And then I'd have to change the video. I'd have to put people say, "Why you had a video?" And then you put the video. You made an out and about video. Then you put it on hold again, private for a couple of weeks. Why? Well, if I'm out sick, I can't be out and about.
I used to hate thinking I was going to be done, and then, oh no, this person called in sick. You got to go do part of their route or something like that. Like,
hey,
you'd get home about 7 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Doc, I didn't really. You talk about that once in a while, but I never really found out much. That's that what you did, or for a while?
That's for 2 years.
For 2 years,
Something
right?
in the late 80s, somewhere in there.
Exactly. You hurt your knee, but was the mail okay? That's all they give a damn. All they care about is whether the first question when you get hurt, they ask is, how much mail do you have left? That's the
They
first thing
don't
they
care
ask
about
you
you. They
because they
just
got to
care
get
about the
somebody
mail.
out there.
I-
They don't
Yeah.
care.
Oh
And
yeah,
by the
because
way, my knee is working. Thank you for asking.
because I'd be low man on the totem pole back then, right? So like
Yeah.
there were 6 other carriers, and like, hey, you want to take a Joe called in sick? You want to take? No.
Oh, I get it. You know what? It's to each their own. You gotta. I know it's a terrible attitude, but
Yeah.
it's like, hey, look, I gotta take care of myself.
But did you ever have a song at the turnaround on your afternoon walk that meant, okay, there's light at the end of the tunnel, you're almost done?
What do you mean, like a song? You say?
Yeah, because I did.
Heading for the light. Heading for the light.
Well, that's good, but when I got to the point where, okay, turn around, time to head back, I'm on my way home, I'm going home.
Really?
Mhm.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So good
Yeah.
time, you know.
I don't know if anybody. Well, I'm sure this has been asked before, but I'm going to ask you, Joe. What made you decide to be a mail carrier as a
It's a
career?
job.
At the time, I was like 32, and I had other jobs. I was a printer first, and I had other jobs. But now I wanted something that had a pension. I wanted something that had
Mhm.
security.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So in order to get all that, you had to put up with a lot of garbage.
Yeah.
You kept saying, well, the ends will justify the means, which is where I'm at now. And I don't have a great pension. It's okay. But hey, some people have none, so I always say, don't complain. Some people
Hey,
don't have
Paulina.
anything, but it's something, and it helps. So
Right there. His
Too late.
up is that's there. Yeah, for Tuesday
It's
night.
already made it. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
Julian.
Oh yeah.
Paulina, what's up?
I know my father-in-law came right out of the army, and he got a job as a mail carrier, like in the
Well,
mid
I remember a
'60s.
lot of people. They
Mhm.
were at places like Grumman. I remember hearing Grumman. All these places, they were laying people off or closing down, so they went
Mhm.
into mail delivery, or
Yeah.
post office, and and it just wasn't what I'm supposed to be doing, in my life.
Mhm.
Just not me. But I did it. And it's over.
Mhm. Yep. It is done.
At least you had a mail truck. I never had a mail truck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no, it was no. But wait
Just
a
a
minute.
walk.
Wait a minute. It was walking. It
Yeah.
wasn't just. It was driving. Mail truck drive to the block and then do a loop. Walk around. It's like a horseshoe. You do one horseshoe this way or
Yeah.
walk
That's.
around, get back to the truck,
Mhm.
reload, and walk the opposite horseshoe.
Oh,
It was not. I know there are some routes they call them mounted routes where they just drive up and reach out and put them in the box. So I had to
yeah,
walk.
Mhm.
yeah. We had drop boxes, but I mean, we did the sorts. At the station. The big thing with all the slots. You sit there and go
Uh,
and do this, and then you'd stick them in the bag. Like, okay, here's. Well, you'd have what you start out with, but then you'd have whatever you'd have when you got to that point where your bag would supposedly be empty, and then okay, that's that bag, and then somebody would drive around and put those bags in the drop boxes, and then you'd get there.
yeah. Yeah, drop boxes. Yeah, I didn't have
Mhm.
that, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. So,
Joe, do you still did you do you still give get mail every day?
Sure.
Because here in the area where I live, they have pulled it down and only deliver mail every second day.
Oh no, every day. They were trying to do that nonsense, stopping 6-day delivery, to making it 5 days, Monday
the
to
mail never
Saturday.
stops.
People are using emails too much, so they're not used to having.
Well, that was, I mean, when I started, that was already the case. It was coming in, but the mail dropped off. I started in the mid '90s, and already the mail was dropping off. Then, and by the late '90s and 2000, everybody was doing email. But to the letters really dropped down. When you started, you might have, I don't know, these long trays full of letters. You might have like 3 or 4 long trays of letters,
Yeah,
5 trays, 6 trays. Now you have half a tray sometimes. But what picked up was the parcels.
Amazon.
Yeah, it became, and that was it, man. Let me tell you, delivering all those Paul McCartney archive editions and all that stuff. Whatever, it's like, no way,
and
man.
not being able to listen to them at all.
Yeah. And it just so happens that my route was one of the heaviest parcel routes. I got the most parcels.
Hello, Christopher.
Yeah, everybody was ordering the Harrison Uber set.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the Uber
Yeah.
box.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is that? Mr. Allen, say it ain't so.
what? No, what?
Is this true?
He's my name. I made up that name the other day because I got tired of the MoFi thing.
Oh, okay.
That's him.
My
Thank
big
God.
joke is now I know that this CD is digital. I'm not happy.
Right, the MoFi.
My MoFi CD is digital.
Well,
You see,
I
that's
got to
the
tell you,
joke.
like I say, I went to the record store today, surprise, and the guy. Sometimes in my videos, you'll see a guy that comes in to sell records, tries to sell Joe records, junky records. One of them was Joe didn't want it, so I bought it from him, and I wanted to give him $1. I wanted him getting $3 from me. It was Dean Martin Sings, which is his first album, apparently. But the first album, I read up on it. It actually originally was on 10-inch record, but then a couple of years later they made a 12-inch. But anyway, I'm still doing it. I'm still, I forget that video I made. I don't care. I'll take it on the chin. Okay, you and you. I'm still trying to purge some of it because I saw a Kiss guy in the store who loves Kiss, and he was getting upset because he started noticing I was taking all his Kiss records. So I said to him, look, I'm going to get rid of some of my Kiss if you want. So I'm still getting rid of it, being selective, but still I'm picking up Dean Martin. There was a record today, guys. Maybe you heard of this, Tim. I don't know. You hear a lot of these things. It was, I put it on video from one of my next record store videos or something. It is the Beach Boys, the Surfsiders. Is that who it is? Sing the Beach Boys. And I heard doing research that, oh man, Lou Reed was supposedly in there too. And it was the most terrible.
I've heard of it, but I've never heard it.
Oh, the funniest, most horrific versions of the Beach Boys songs you ever heard in your life. I was going to buy it. I recorded a lot of it. I think I'm just going to make a video just of that. And it was hilarious. Oh, it's bad. And I was going to buy it, but I couldn't. Somebody else was going to buy it. One of the guys working there was going to buy it. Sorry.
So then you had a bidding war.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I feel like, if the guy working there wants it, it's his.
Yeah.
Well, that's easy, Martin. All I have to do is just reach over here, and I've got something to. There we are.
Big City Rollers?
Yeah. Martin wants to see one album from each of us. So there's one.
Okay.
I hope. I'm trying to find a different one.
In the mail.
Okay. Jeff's got the Hollies.
I got my new Hollies disc.
Jorgen has Rufus. Joe's got Buck Owens.
And the reason I have it is because of. Wait a minute. I can't. Jeez.
Because of Ringo.
Oh, that's the one with Act Naturally.
Yeah, it's when they do the Act Naturally, duo.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tim has got the Rhythm Blues and Boogie Woogie.
Okay.
And
Although
James,
that probably wasn't the best one to show because in case somebody else is watching, I'll show another one unrelated to the Beatles. Oh, I can't find it. Well, you've seen this before.
boy, Looking Glass.
Oh,
There's that
yeah.
one.
I haven't gotten rid of this yet. Doo-doo.
No
I
brand
have
new.
to do it.
Clock
I
Radio,
got-
he has that Surfsiders LP. Their version of Fun is funny.
Oh, it's funny, Clock Radio. It is funny. And Tim, man, I'm telling you, Help Me
Well, if I
Rhonda's
had it,
awful.
I'd play it, Clock Radio.
Oh my God, it's funny.
And Paulina says the new Sounds of Summer remixes are awful. They sound like Beep. So
Okay.
wants
I'll
to see
keep my
your
original. I'll keep my original CD, I guess. Now that one is, what's that one? That's the inner sleeve.
Martin wants to see that Boogie Woogie album again.
Well, that one. Okay.
I paid 50 cents for this. I probably overpaid.
Ooh, Decca. Okay.
What? No 29 cents this time?
This thing is minty though. That's why I bought it.
Yeah.
This thing, even the inner sleeve, is like looks like it was made yesterday. I mean,
Probably somebody's collection. Ooh, could I buy these other
See,
Decca
that's
That
more
must be
than-
the original inner sleeve. Nice.
Yeah.
you don't
Inner
usually
sleeve's much
find
more than the
stuff like
record.
this in thrift stores in this condition.
Ooh,
Wow.
Yeah.
Somebody's collection, probably.
Hard to resist when they're mint.
Yeah.
Minty.
Really odd,
Especially at 50 cents.
really odd label for Decca.
And you know, it's more big bandy than rhythm and blues, unfortunately, but still, it's cool.
So, Joe, I finally got a book I wanted from the Beatles.
What's that?
Do you know DJ Trish?
Sure.
Yep, she VCLT beat me this a couple of days ago. It came on Thursday. This thing is so freaking heavy.
Oh yeah, the anthology. Well, you're going to get a hernia
Anthology.
lift in that one.
I
Yeah.
know. If this lands on your foot, you'd probably break your foot.
Yeah, watch it. Watch it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's she's wonderful, Trish. Really.
I know. I love her so much.
Can you imagine having a few of those in your mailbag trying to deliver those?
Yeah.
Why were you back late?
Why are you all
Walking like Frankenstein, trying to carry this thing.
all those dang anthology books?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Don't have to worry about that anymore.
What do you guys know about light bulbs?
Not
You're
much.
still-
The
you're
reason-
still in.
Yeah, that much I know. The reason I ask is because in this little lamp I have here, it always. I bought these light bulbs, soft white, thinking they were going to be white, and they're like yellow. They got that like yellow glow or brownish yellow glow. I think you got to buy ones called Daylight. I mean, these things, they suck.
It looks like those supposed to be one of those tri-lights that have different settings.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed.
It looked like two settings didn't work.
Here comes a light bulb. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Soft white. Soft white. They call them soft yellow.
No, I have to put a pillow on my lap just to hold the book to read it
Yeah.
because it hurts sticking into your body.
Cool light is what I'm looking for, huh?
Ooh, light.
I remember I did buy one that said Daylight,
How many meals to take you through?
Oh my God.
Quite a lot.
Quite a few.
Except if you got those long fluorescent things. I hate those things.
I have the ones now that are like curly cues, and I thought whatever, and
Yeah, the ones that look like a ice cream cone. Whatever.
makes me sick.
Yeah, when I was a kid, a light bulb was like a dime. A light bulb's like $6 now. What's going on? Ridiculous.
Paperback edition of Anthology? There is one?
Wow.
Yeah.
Paperback would have been nice to hold in my
Paperback
arm.
writer.
We've got one.
But
Oh,
got
I
one.
never-
It's out
I'm
there.
happy to have it, no matter what it
Yeah.
is.
Hardcover over
Hardcover
there.
or
I never heard of that. I'd like you at the grocery store, where they have the digests, right beside Archie. You buy Anthology? Wow.
Good luck with that as a digest. Reader's Digest.
Mhm.
I don't even think they have Reader's Digest anymore. It has a black cover instead of the gray one.
Oh, hey,
Oh,
Kimba.
okay.
Boys!
Hey, Kimba, what's up?
Kimba,
Oh,
Kimba,
Kimba.
Kimba.
Boys! Brindley got it as a Christmas gift around 2008, 2009, somewhere over there.
Yeah, well, Trish told me she had an extra copy. She said, James, it's yours. I'm going to send it to you.
And that's quite a thing to send because it's
Yeah.
heavy.
Mhm.
Yeah, it cost her like $59 American to send it to me.
Wow.
Woo.
She sent me my first VCLT before I knew what VCLT meant.
Thank you.
Let me guess, it was a mixtape, a mix CD.
I don't remember if that's what she sent me a lot of those, which I treasure, but I don't know if that was the first. It might have been the first thing.
Ooh, Kimba's at work on a Sunday
Oh,
afternoon?
Kim, I feel bad for you. You're always at
Really?
work.
Working
Wow.
on
Take the
Sunday.
attitude I have.
Mhm.
What's
Plus, we
work?
get overtime. Overtime on Sunday.
Sunday's supposed to be a day of rest.
Probably
Yeah.
not. I never
Yeah,
did.
probably not. They'll say, come into work or else. Yeah. Or don't
I had to
answer your
work every
phone.
Sunday.
I
I
I'd
didn't
answer
get
my phone.
overtime.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a couple of stories about the backwards rain. John always said he was out of it or whatever, and he put it in backwards. Then he wanted the whole song backwards. That's what he's story. But then I think George Martin tells it a little differently. But
Mhm.
It was a happy accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's this? The only good thing about checkouts now is Archie.
Well, Mike, I grew up loving the Archie comics.
Yeah, I used to like the digest. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought an Archie comic in my life.
No.
No.
Oh.
I
See
think
what
I
all
have
you
one.
get.
I think I have one magazine in the cellar, but it's a good one. But it's not something I collect.
I was stuck on DC superheroes. That's what I was stuck on.
Oh, okay.
So no Archies in my collection.
And I used to read Casper the Friendly Ghost and Richie Rich. But Richie Rich, if you look at Richie Rich and Casper the Friendly Ghost, don't they look the same?
Mhm.
They all look the same.
It's like
my-
Richie Rich as a ghost.
My favorite was always Boris Karloff Tales of whatever it was.
yeah, those are
It
cool.
went forever. It went on to like 1980 or something.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember horror comics when I was younger, but I never bought them.
Yeah, some of them I bought, but it was cool. They were really, really cool. I mean, I like what it was simpler than, that would be like enough to get you like thrilled. You'd buy like a horror comic or something, and that would be like thrilling. Now it's nothing.
I
Oh,
never
just
had
too many
comics.
bad days.
Robert Logan. Yeah, I wish I was going. I wish things were different. I was going, but not this year. I keep saying now, next year. I really hope. There's going to be a lot of Kid O'Toole was talking about it. There's going to be a lot of panels there. I would like to get on some of them.
How about Kiss meets Scooby Doo?
Oh no.
Oh no. Or they meet the WWE and all that kind of stuff. He writes this stuff.
Or Kiss meets the Phantom or something, I think.
I actually saw that when it first premiered. I try to understand what this Kiss thing was all about, and I understood even less when it came on.
I gotta
You
admit,
guys are making me mad.
Scooby-Doo meets WWE movie is actually a pretty okay one. The first one, anyway.
They got all these movies like Scooby Doo meets this, or Tom and Jerry meet that.
Yeah.
They're
The
all
Flintstones meet the Addams Family or something. I don't know.
something.
They've done it all. Every
Did
time.
they have the Jetsons with the Flintstones?
Yeah, they did. They
Yeah.
did. Yeah, meet the
It wasn't very
Jetsons.
good though. I tried it.
Not hard though, since there is the same drawer as to both of them. it's the Hanna Barbera, both of them.
I'd rather watch Kiss meets the Phantom of the Park again.
I heard
I
they
wonder-
had to use a double for Ace. wasn't really ace or something in some scenes or something.
I think the weirdest comic combos I heard of that actually exists is a magazine where the Transformers meet My Little Pony.
Oh
No.
my god!
However,
pretty
they
funny.
thought of that idea, I don't know.
Joe, what do you think of this? The Munsters meet the Addams Family. Wouldn't that be cool?
They never did that?
They've
No,
never
I
done
don't know.
That'd have been interesting.
Seems like something they would have thought of already, but
Yeah. Lurch and Fester would be pals.
I watched the Munsters' second trailer this morning. Grandpa steals the show.
yeah, oh yeah.
Grandpa's the whole show.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't
I
like
thought
the
I
look
watched
of
the Munsters. I've never seen it.
Mhm.
after hearing him talk. I
His
think
vo-
I'd go see it just for Grandpa.
Well, he's supposed to be a big fan. They were all supposed to be. Rob Zombie's supposed to be a big fan. I think the Herman guy's a big fan, but he sucks. Herman is the worst thing about it, unfortunately.
The double for Ace was African American.
What was he?
That would be tough. Dave was in the Kiss Army, but got out on a bad knee. I haven't watched the WWE in years. I don't know any of these guys.
I don't watch that stuff. The older wrestling, yeah.
It was a response to Mike Ainsley's comment.
Okay.
When I was in Walmart there not too long ago, I happened to go through the toy section and they had WWE figures. And I'm going like, who are these guys? I don't know any of them.
Yeah.
I can't
All
agree
the
with
old
Mike.
guys have retired, Doc. It's a new era out there.
Oh yeah. James, search Munsters on YouTube. Very funny.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Funny.
No, it's
definitely
not.
look it up, George. Definitely.
I don't know.
We disagree.
That Blu-ray case on Facebook. So
Vince just retired, really?
Yeah, but he's still the majority. He's still
Yeah.
the majority stockholder, so he
he
can do
retired
whatever.
for some sexual stuff or what?
The day he sells all of his stocks, that day he retires, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Lisa.
Hello,
Hey,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Hey, Groovy.
Lisa's out there.
Hello, Lisa.
Yeah, I haven't watched wrestling in. It's even back on Fox on what Thursday or Friday night. They got a SmackDown on Fox.
Yeah.
Back on.
Mhm.
I haven't watched wrestling in, what time is it?
Uh-huh. Well, I'll turn on the older stuff from the 80s. It's all
Oh,
over
yeah.
YouTube. All
Bring on the
different
Bushwhackers.
Yeah, it
from
was
the
never my
80s,
thing.
the new
It
stuff.
used to get in the way of the horror movies. It used to be
Yeah.
like after wrestling ended, then the horror movie was on. I just sit there and wait
Yeah.
for the last 10 minutes.
I never bothered with the current stuff, so I don't know any of those people. So I'm wrestling stupid.
Okay.
Is there any other thing?
That's the thing that the wrestling the WWE has been better. It has been, but it also
Yeah, it hasn't been good in a long time.
It has been worse.
WWE.
Also, I boycotted the WWE around 2006 to 2009 because I thought it was too dull.
I was
So
done
went
with
to
wrestling
the-
before it
that's
even
what we-
became the WWE. It was the WWF when I
Mhm.
watched it at all. So that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I remember WWF when it was that.
Oh, yeah, that's when I was watching. Was
Yeah.
when it was the panda thing, you know. Ooh.
They made
Well,
him
when you were
change
in
it
elementary school,
because
did you
it wasn't really sports.
did you go home for lunch, or did you have to eat at school?
Who are you asking?
Huh?
Who are you asking your question to?
I'm asking you, Doc. I'm asking you. What did you have to go home for lunch, or did you eat at school?
When I was in school, did I leave for lunch?
Yeah, did you go home for lunch in elementary school?
Yeah, actually I did.
Yeah, because I used to go home at lunch and rush home for the Flintstones every day. 12. I had to watch my Flintstones.
Wow.
I remember
We
the
were
one where they
allowed
had
to
the
do
Bo
that.
Brummel Stones. Remember the Bo Brummel Stones? Laugh, laugh. I thought I'd die.
Yep,
We
apple
could
me
not
for
do
apple.
that.
Yeah.
Not allowed.
Hmm.
Ooh, Joe might know about
I
this
don't,
one.
don't
No,
remember
I
that
don't.
one. Probably an independent one, perhaps.
I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do it all here, Kenji. We do it all.
Yes. We do,
Yeah.
Kenji.
I will say that when I
Any bargains this week?
no, I don't know. It's been
I
low
have.
on bargains this week. Oh, Jorgen has bargains.
Ooh.
Jorgen has a bargoon.
Oh, yes. We got
go.
bargains going
You
here.
got a
I
bargoon,
have.
Jorgen?
Finally, I think this is the biggest struck of gold this year so far, and it took 7 months in. I'm very happy, but I think that yeah. But I finally struck some really
Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
starting with some CDs.
Holy cow, you got a bag full.
It
Wow.
has. I found a lot of old jazz, really old jazz. Casaloma Orchestra, and the fun thing is that I actually listened to an old Swedish
Beans.
radio show where they have a special tribute to Casaloma Orchestra and played old
Wow.
Casaloma Orchestra recordings. And I thought to myself, maybe it would be fun to have those older recordings. And 1 week later, I find one of this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dick Twardzik is a pianist from the cool bebop era that is very much forgotten. This is a CD with all of his very few own recordings with an own trio.
How do you pronounce that guy's last name?
Twardzik.
Corsic.
Okay. Thank you.
This
And
is Lester Young, a concert.
Oh, it looks like Alfred Hitchcock.
A black,
a little bit.
little thinner though. Not often I buy King Oliver recordings, but it felt good
Earlier
to have
ones. Yeah. 20s and 30s.
1923.
23 to 31.
released on the original release on KJ. That was the record that Clarinetist Mesro had in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
78 originally.
I didn't think they had recorded sound in 1923.
And $1 each for these.
Wow.
Vinyl, a lot of Oscar Petersons. This is originally released on Verve. This now is a reissue on Memoir Jazz, but it is 1959 recordings. I managed to find this that is released during his Germany years in the 70s, released on MPS. So it is from 1970.
It's just another day.
And
That's what I thought.
one also from the 71 in Germany, but issued on PA USA. And we have a Frank Sinatra. Not often I buy Frank Sinatra, but when Count Basie is playing, and it also is arranged by Quincy Jones, I have to buy it.
I had that one for a while.
No, Herb Ellis is not on that, unfortunately, Calvin. Angry Tenors is a compilation with.
That sounds like something Joe would like.
Yeah, sure.
Angry tenors.
It is 3 songs from each, 4 songs from each setting. It's I Quebec, Illinois Jacquet, and Ben Webster. 40s jazz. And this is Lester Young, 90 released on Verve. Interesting here is that this in text here is written in Chronicle 1959. Only a week after Lester Young died, but it doesn't say when the recordings are from, but it's a really great one. And these vinyls only costed me 50 cents each.
Whoa.
Even though it is great.
There you go. There's Jorgen.
Jorgen's the king of
Finally, I struck jazz gold.
Mm-hmm.
Jazz Gold.
Wow. Don't they sell Kiss over there?
I only want one thing with Kiss, and that is Tears Are Falling single.
Calvin has a question for you, Jorgen. Can you recommend an Oscar Peterson with Herb Ellis?
I don't have an Oscar Peterson album with Herb Elvis, unfortunately. I would really want to like to find one of these days, but I don't have one right now. Well, the one who plays, the guitar player who plays on the most Oscar Peterson records I have is Joe Pass. Joe Pass plays on the most Oscar Peterson albums that I have.
Hey, JJ.
Wow. I'm tired already. I missed my afternoon nap today.
No, did you?
Yeah. I got all stupid. I tried to make
I forgot to. Sorry.
Okay.
There's more. There's more.
More. You have.
Oh, Stan Getz. Wow.
Stan Getz.
In concert, 1983, here in Stockholm, here in Sweden, in Stockholm. And I have also another Stan Getz for Controversy series.
Mm-hmm.
A recording from 1970.
Yeah, he actually had a hit on the pop charts. That Girl from Ipanema or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, it is, and I think it's by far Kiss' best song. I like Heavens on Fire and I Was Made for Loving You also, but
no,
I like those two.
16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Otherwise, Kiss is not my cup of tea.
So Jorgen, you're going to have one of those purges to get rid of some of those, like, I don't know, ABBA, get rid of those. Like, they'll never amount to anything.
To be honest, I'd rather listen to ABBA than to Kiss.
Oh, that should be easy.
It's not that bad, but I've seen way cheesier.
Yeah, I'm doing great, JJ.
I actually put on Voyage the other day. I don't know how I made it through it. It was like in one ear, out the other type thing. It's like, did I listen to something? Yeah, I think I did.
And I think Joe doesn't like the album Love Gun. Do you like that album?
I had that once because it had the gun with it. Toy gun, whatever, paper gun. But I'm trying to remember what ones were on that one. I get it mixed up with Destroyer. I know I like Destroyer. Love Gun, I don't remember what was on that. Destroyer has got good songs on it.
Yeah, George.
To be honest, George, I think that the entire title, All Night, is pretty cheesy.
Love Gun.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Love Gun.
That's it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Christine 16's on that. I thought it was on the other one. Okay.
I love
it was clear for a moment. Now it's blurry. Christine 16. From all of those, the only one I know is Christine 16. I
Talk
think.
me. Love Gun. Whatever. Okay.
Robert Logan there, I see. Yes, indeed. I got it for under 300. Yeah. I'm finding out that these things here, these what you're mentioning, are if people are looking for vintage stuff to collect, this is good because these were not faked. I'm learning. A lot of Beatles stuff has been counterfeited memorabilia, but not these dolls. So. And they're also, you may say it's expensive. I don't know if that's considered expensive, but $200 to $250 for the four of them these days are about right. You don't have to, $50 each, $60 each, something like that. And Animalize, the album Animalize, that's the one that had Heavens on Fire on it, isn't it?
Yep, and Tears Are Falling.
Because I do like Heavens on Fire also.
In their non-makeup era.
Feel the heat, taking you high.
I think
Heaven's on fire.
I gotta admit that Heavens on Fire is a little bit cheesy also.
Yeah,
But
well,
it
that's
is
why I
also,
like it, maybe.
yeah, that's why I like it also.
It's got what's known as a melody.
A forgotten thing.
Songs with a melody are the best ones.
You know, again, I'm going to make another video about that. I was driving around the other day. It was a beautiful day, and I had this oldie station around here that just plays everything like from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, really. And you know, it's no secret. I love top 40 stuff of those times. You know, it was great stuff. Why do people put that down all the time? Hang on to that thought, Marcus. But why do people put that stuff down? They say, "Oh, it's just commercial stuff." It's so good. It's the hits. I don't know what people have a problem with.
It's happy stuff.
Marcus, I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, it's happy stuff.
Yeah, well, they could be sad ones too. Like "I'm Not Lisa" by Jesse
Yeah.
Coulter is not
Mhm.
happy. "Honey" by Bobby Goldsboro is not happy.
Well,
But
okay, yeah.
but yeah, no. Overall, I agree with you. I think a lot of it's happy. But I mean, it's got. I don't know. I like choruses and
Hmm.
refrain. But back to this Talk More Talk episode. Yeah, we're doing a Talk More Talk episode. If anybody wants to tune in tomorrow, you got to go over to Talk More Talk. It's live at 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. A little plug here. Marcus, I want you to be there because I need you there. It has to do with the changing reputations of John Lennon and Paul McCartney over the past, well, they said since the breakup, like 50 years. It's kind of not where I wanted it to go. I was kind of thinking more like how John was revered and now he's like not a lot. But we're going to compare like what happened to the dynamic over the decades of how, the reputation of John and Paul. And yeah.
Let me try something here.
I would believe it is, JJ.
What was this? JJ found the soundtrack to the 85 movie with Mario Van Peebles called Drop It.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
You found
heard
it?
of that.
1985. I never heard of that soundtrack.
I don't
Also,
know.
that TZB movie group, Glow and Globus or something, but they put up some good stuff. Like all the Chuck Norris movies.
One Step Digital.
I like that Chuck Norris movie. Wow, I'm forgetting the name of it again. I know it, and I can't think of it. What's the one? I think it's from '82. It's like a Frankenstein type monster. Jeez, I know the name of it so well, and I can't think of it now. Man. All right.
Invisible
Not
Ray.
missing in action. Well, if that's the real Ray, he might know this one. Just trying to think of it. I know. Silent Rage. That's the name of it. That's my favorite movie. He fights a guy that's kind of like a guy that dies, and they kind of make him super strong, like a Frankenstein type.
Dave knows.
Joe, I watched one of your favorite movies last night.
Uh-oh. What
I
is
know this is one of your favorite movies. Soylent Green.
Oh, yes, it is. Is that the first time you've seen it?
I saw it a long time ago. I didn't remember it.
I don't call it a great movie. I think it's good, but it just has a lot of memories for me. I saw it on a double bill with Westworld when I was 11 years old. That was a great double bill, Westworld and Soylent Green. And we're going to do a video on that, By the way, would you want to join that video? Because I want to make a video or a discussion on my movie channel about Soylent Green, because this is the year it takes place in the future of 2022.
Yeah, I know. I put it on. That was the first thing I saw. I'm like, oh, wow, this is modern. It doesn't look modern.
Well, that's what I bet. It doesn't look modern, that's for sure. But we're all wearing masks, like in there too, and
yeah,
it's pretty miserable. I think they got a lot of it right. That's what But I was going to do one with Tom Hunyadi, and myself, and if you're familiar with it enough and it stays fresh in your head, you can join us.
I can do that. I could watch it again before, because I've only watched it once. But
yeah.
It's
Edward G. Robinson's last movie.
Yeah.
I can't stay awake through a single showing of anything.
Well, that's why you take a nap before, Doc.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter to me.
I am starting to fall asleep watching YouTube now.
Really?
Oh boy. You falling asleep on my videos too?
Not yours, not yours.
That's easy.
Yeah.
No, especially my videos.
You want to?
Five Corners with Jodie Foster, Tim Robinson, John Turturro.
Don't think. Don't.
No.
believe
Nobody
so.
heard of it.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Can we see your Beatles book, John Winston?
Yes, I can show it. I'll show it to you, Ray.
That
There you
one.
See, there it is. Ah.
I'm not showing any pictures because this thing's heavy and I'm not going to kill myself.
Okay. There it is. There's your glimpse.
Yeah, there's your glimpse.
Yeah.
That's too heavy. The Get Back book. That was a fun book.
Yeah.
I'm reading a great.
I've only
I'm
got
reading a
through,
great book right now. I'm reading a great book right now. I'm reading this. Det glömda, The Forgotten. It's a book about the near ones of the criminals, the prison. That talks about how they felt like when they came and picked up their loved ones and got them to jail, and how they survived during their jail time, and talking about the near one of criminals. Very, very touching to read.
It's warm and fuzzy.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy lost his hair.
Mm.
That's anybody know what that is? That's Herman Munster trying to do recite some poetry.
Everything goes back to the Munsters somehow.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Who was a Scuba Doo? Scuba died. That chick is not too young to fry.
Ooh.
Life is cruel. Life is earnest. If it gets too cold, turn up the furnace.
Yeah.
Games, I would assume that I would recommend that you go and pick your records because Mr. Jeff here is trying to give a hint.
Yeah, Jeff looks eager.
Well, you know what? I think it's time for a little Partridge Family, guys. Let's do it.
I can't get out my lunchbox. Wait a minute. I have to.
Yeah, get your lunchbox.
No, I don't have it handy. I'll have...
You're the other one? Okay.
There we go.
That's enough. Hey.
I don't have it here handy.
There we go.
And then this guy too.
Oh.
Whoa. That's a double
Yeah.
bonus.
I know.
David Cassidy. I almost bought the album where he does Tomorrow cover.
Yeah, well, he does. I got some looks in my thrift store. Bought this for a book. They're looking at me. What are you buying David Cassidy for? You know, I had to explain to these guys. I get on the stream and we look at Partridge Family stuff. So, oh, okay. Because he redoes a lot of his songs on this one.
So, Joe, I don't know if you know that I write poetry. And the other day I was having a nap, and this came to me in my sleep. So I'm going to write it out. I have no title for it, but it's going to be about the Beatles. This is what came to me. Across the universe of space and time, John and Paul wrote some rhymes. That's what I got so far in my head. What do you think?
It needs to be a little longer.
I got one. They wrote, I saw her standing there, and she loves you. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's a good one. It's going to be longer. I got to write it out.
Oh no, Bean says the new Herman Munster is atrocious.
Oh, he is. He's the worst thing about that trailer, man.
Thank you, Ray.
You should have had Brad Garrett. Did you know Brad Garrett is a Munsters fan? He's done impressions of Herman. He looks a lot like him when he does it. He's got the deep voice. He's like 6 foot something. He was perfect, but I don't know. Maybe
he's too old now. But I was playing the Munsters is too old anyway.
Right, but you put the makeup on, you get away with it.
And it's two people in their 50s. You know, it's like
Herman's not okay,
Willie,
in my opinion. Lily's a joke for sure, but she's hot.
Well, she does look better than Yvonne DiCarlo.
Yvonne DiCarlo don't do it for you.
Well,
She was up there too. Come to think of it, when she did this, I think she was 40,
Yeah,
42 or
not
something.
much older than Fred Gwynn.
Yeah,
Fred Gwynn was, I think, 30,
late 30s, maybe
30, 45.
30s. I don't think he was 40.
Wow. So, Doc, did you buy those Beatles CDs that you were talking about? Because I only saw Joe's video of Walmart. Did you buy them?
Oh, I didn't buy them because I didn't know what they were. Well, I've got all the stuff that's on them already, but why would I need them again?
True.
Different.
Yeah, why? Why would you need to?
I like it.
Well, I know, contrary to popular insults, there was more than just the gnomes in there, but that's another story.
Yeah, maybe they should have just made a grandpa movie.
Yeah, they probably did that because they heard that he was really getting the best acclaim, so they put a lot of grandpa in it. It seems like they really were thinking about this as they went along, what to do, right? Netflix, then straight to video. Yeah.
Beans, I always love Fred Gwynn and my cousin Vinny. What's a Ute?
Yeah. He did very good in that movie, yeah.
Well, that's if Netflix is still around by September.
Yeah.
The way it's going, Netflix is going down the tubes.
I got a pretty fun commercial here in the mail the other day. This is a shopping mall called City Gross. It's
City Gross.
Yeah.
And
gross.
Normally they have food. Normally they have food for very low prices. So it's one of those low budget cities. But I got what was fun was that they made an ad for this.
99 cents.
Oh, for a buck.
Now, around $2, $20.
Oh wow!
Oh, $20 for it.
It's going to start with selling new. One of these stores are going to sell records. And it's fun that they also have Dire Straits Brothers in Arms that you can find in each and every thrift store here.
Oh, they even have Dark Side of the Moon. Nice.
Yeah, for $200.
And they're already selling CDs for very low price. But I thought it was interesting that you can go to a low budget food market and find new records.
I think you should go get that Peppa Pig DVD.
Go get Peppa Pig.
Peppa Pig was only 59 cents.
Yeah.
Question for Jeff. Can you please try out for the new Seinfeld show?
I didn't know there was one.
There's going to be a new one?
Not that I don't know of.
Maybe Adam's going to do one.
I don't know what
Adam's already done it in his head.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, Jorgen, you piqued Christopher's interest in here.
Okay.
Christopher wants to know more about City Gross.
City Gross. Gross or gross?
Look at the fine stuff
I
there.
think you should make the big Christopher.
Ooh, good stuff. Yeah. I guess.
There's the only places, Christopher, where they don't have it, but that doesn't cost Umeå from what I know. So in City Gross, you might find it also in Umeå, I would assume.
$1.79. 179.
They could do a new Seinfeld show though if they wanted, couldn't? Don't you think?
If they want.
Yeah.
It would be a decent Alexander to do.
And everybody's still around, right? I mean, everybody's still alive.
Pretty much.
Yeah. I don't know if it'd be good as the original series.
Well, they could maybe do a special or
where they're at now. I mean,
yeah.
Weren't they sent to prison in the last
Yeah,
episode?
no, yeah. I always said they were sent to prison in 1 year. As soon as they finished making that, they should have made a one-off movie. And it starts out 1 year later. That's the first thing you see on the screen. And they get out of prison and off they go for whatever, and then they're done. They should have done that because they had a built-in huge audience.
I don't like the ending of the series finale for Seinfeld. It was a little too rushed, and I didn't like the way they ended it. It could have been done better, in my opinion.
No, it was an excuse to bring back all the characters.
Oh, okay.
So you got to see the Nazi again. You got to see the old lady again.
And people might not know this, but the last line uttered in Seinfeld was the very first line uttered in a Seinfeld.
Yes. So like
That's why they say something about a button or something.
Yeah.
That's the very first line in the very first episode of Seinfeld. They repeated it as the very last line in Seinfeld. That's why it's there.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's older anyway, so.
I actually never understood the humor in Seinfeld. I never thought that one was.
I know a few people who've said that. I mean, I like it, but not for everybody.
Seinfeld's first joke of the show, same show.
My two favorite characters on there were Kramer, and I loved Newman.
It's interesting that a Frasier spin-off. Frasier is the spin-off itself.
Yeah.
Well, the Newman thing was so stupid because there's nothing, none of the things he did or whatever you could really do at the post office. They wouldn't let you do that. Like, Jerry delivering the mail once or some shit like that. I don't know.
I like the one where Kramer had the hot tub in his apartment and he got hypothermia when the heater broke.
Yeah, it was funny when Jerry delivered the mail because they could tell it wasn't Newman because he did it right.
And if he did it wrong, I'd give somebody their mail and this isn't mine. Whoops, sorry. Keep on going. So even it's like Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, like I said, I like that show, but for me, it's getting old. They really got to do something different. I don't know what. I'm just tired of Susie. I said this last time. I'm tired of Susie screaming all the time, and I'm tired of Leon. I'm just those two characters enough. But
what can they do? Can they kill off Susan and Leon?
Have Leon move out, and I don't know what to do with Susie.
Bring back Michael Richards.
Yeah.
Give him something to do.
Have Michael Richards as another character.
That's not going to happen. He's been blacklisted.
The day I left the Royal
Of
Mail.
course it was a happy day. How could it be otherwise?
Royal Mail. What? Okay, well, you have a long wait, Adam. You have a long
I'll play George
wait.
on the new one. Let me play George.
Yeah.
Well, I think Jeff could be the new Mr. George's father.
Okay.
I'll be Kramer.
No, I think James could be the lawyer.
The lawyer?
Yeah. Jorgen, I think. Let's see. We'll cast Jorgen as.
I'll be the gardener for the producer of the series.
No. Well, you do look a little like Larry David. I don't know. So.
I don't know what name you mentioned, but I assume it is a great character.
I just have Jeff and Susie get a divorce. Problem solved.
Yeah. I like in the first episode when Kramer comes over and Seinfeld's watching a game that he recorded and
Oh yeah.
Seinfeld Kramer says he spoils it for him, tells him the score.
Yeah.
He says, "Do you have anything to put between my bread? Yeah, go in the fridge."
How about this? Jorgen is David Putty.
Who?
David Putty.
Okay, if you say so.
Yeah. That was Elaine's boyfriend for a season or two.
A nice couple of names you mentioned that I have no idea who it was.
My bad dancing makes me Elaine.
Yeah, she got her start on SNL.
Does she also have beard?
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think dancing was pretty funny.
But you know the little bit of story behind Elaine's dancing was that like it was in the script that Elaine dances stupid. So like she's sitting there like this, like no, worse than that. She started doing all this jerky stuff with her feet and stuff. And that's it, do that. But she didn't even know how to dance. They had to talk her into it, I guess. What do you mean?
Hello, Jimmy Nicole.
Hello. Yes.
Another show I watched, but I never seen the actual last season of it. Was Everybody Loves Raymond. I love the parents. Oh my God, when the episode where Raymond's in the house with his family, and then the parents crash the car right through the living room.
Yes. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I got caught up with that show late, and I like it. I like it now. I didn't watch it at the time.
My mother even liked Raymond.
And the grandfather is all the old man's always ridiculing his wife, and
Yeah.
Apparently there are fake invisible rays out there. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
We got an imposter.
A fake Ray.
I think a lot of men had a crush on her beans.
Yeah, but when she was on SNL, she did very little.
Yeah.
She was in the routine with Ringo, which is one of the best jokes about Ringo. You ever see that one, Saturday Night Live, when it's a Beatles auction? And everybody's
yeah.
everybody's like wants to vote on all this stupid crap, and then the Ringo comes out for real, and they have him up there, and nobody wants to buy him. The real Ringo.
Yeah, they're paying like $500 for Paul's toothbrush.
Yeah, and I think she was in that skit a little bit. I think she asked the question as a bidder.
What do you think, James? Would your mom be the Marble Rye lady?
Yeah, I think she could play that part. Yeah, if she wanted to.
He stole my Marble Rye. Whatever. What else I got going on here? Oh, for Mr. Allen, who would you play on the new Seinfeld if you had to? Tim Allen, the music.
Jerry.
No,
No.
no, I don't want him to reboot Seinfeld.
Oh, we got to get Anthony in on it. Joe, who would Anthony play?
Oh, jeez. I'm trying to think. I don't know Seinfeld as much as all of you know. I don't
You
know.
know it more than I do.
Anthony could play Uncle Leo.
Oh, that's pretty good. You ever see him? He's in so many movies. He was on the Munsters too, Uncle Leo. Len Lesser?
Len Lesser, yeah.
Yeah, and he's also in that movie. But I used to talk about that movie. Oh, Jesus, Blood and Lace. He plays, a killer with a hammer.
Ooh. That's pretty nasty of him.
Or George's dad. Anthony might be able to pull off George's dad.
I could probably pull that off too.
No, actually, I see Joe as George.
No, me too. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
People think I'm George a lot.
Yeah. Like doing the rants and yelling.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Would you eat an eclair
maybe be
off
the
of a
close
garbage
talker.
can?
I don't think so. No, I wouldn't go that far. No.
Or the one where he collects TV guides?
I could see myself collecting TV guides. I used to collect them actually for a long time.
Gee, you would have thought I would have thought of that by now.
But no,
I collected them from like
'70s.
75 to like 81. I
Wow.
had collected them. I don't have them anymore, but
They don't exist anymore, do they?
As a bigger magazine, bigger
Like
size
a
magazine,
bigger.
kind of.
Mhm.
It's more like a newspaper now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, it's got to have like
Mhm.
1,000 channels in it now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
it's
real
not the
small
same.
anymore.
They're
Nah,
all
it's not
phone
the
book
same.
size, you know.
Yeah.
I would like to have a complete collection of those, from the 50s and
Hmm.
60s, 70s.
Hmm.
But there's too much stuff and too little time and too little money.
Reminisce about the old shows you used to watch. Oh my god, I remember this show.
Sure.
Yeah, but talk about useless information. You don't need to know that on June 6, 1957, Leave It to Beaver was on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. You really don't need to know that.
I do. I like
And
to know.
the next week it wasn't on because they were running a special. You don't really need to know that.
Well, I beg to differ. I like a lot of those as a horror movie fan. I like to know when a lot of the horror movies were on, the New
Mhm.
York area.
You see, Tim, I'm like Joe. I like to know things too, like that.
No,
Yeah.
Adam, I've never seen Hobo with a
Oh,
Shotgun.
Hobo
I
with a
know what
Shotgun
it
with
is, but I
Rutger
haven't
Hauer.
seen
Oh my god, that's a great movie.
Never heard of it. But John Denver tried out for the Monkees. I
Did
never
he?
heard that one before.
Oh, that's new to me.
Steven
Yeah, I don't-
Stills, yes, but not
I
John
never heard
Denver.
that either.
Yeah.
Or yeah.
I've heard Paul Williams did.
He was a folkie, so I can't
Yeah.
picture that.
Mhm.
He makes a great monkey, Paul Williams. He played an orangutan in Planet of
Yeah.
the Apes,
It
Battle
is
for the Planet of the Apes,
a
and he looks
movie,
like
yeah.
one.
Mhm.
Fridays was a weird show.
Oh, Fridays was pretty good.
I
Yeah.
never heard
They
of
had
Friday.
good musical acts. Yeah.
Like a
That's
lot
new
of
to
those
me.
people on Fridays ended up on Seinfeld just because of Larry David.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, yeah, let's bring all his
Fridays
pals.
had Melody Chardoff, so that's all you need.
Yeah. hmm
My-
Yeah, the
Michael
Michael Richards character, he just walked into the. Yeah, it'd be the same character.
Oh, cool,
But they had.
JJ.
hmm
And I happen to have a Guns N' Roses T-shirt at the perfect time. Wow, whoever would have thought of that?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh. Wow, JJ's got some copies of Friday on bootleg. Ooh. I
They
think
were
it is
showing it
out.
on one of the streaming services, and then it went away. As soon as it was there, I watched like 3 episodes, and then it was gone. I'm like,
Hmm.
well, what the heck, man? I watched the first
Mm.
3, and then it wasn't there anymore.
Wow.
Canceled before its time. But King Crimson was on Fridays.
I'm on
They
the
had
phone.
they had cooler musical acts at the time than Saturday Night
Yeah.
Live did.
I remember
They had the
Doodle.
Starship
Clash.
was there.
They
And,
had the Stray
yeah.
Cats. We're talking like 1980, before the Stray
Yeah.
Cats ever had a hit or anything.
The
They had
Babies.
Stray Cats. They
Mhm.
had Boomtown Rats. I think those were the first 3 musical
Yeah.
guests on Fridays.
I think even the
I
Cars.
don't hear about the Boomtown Rats much anymore.
Oh yeah, they did have the cars on Fridays. Yeah, I remember that now. hmm
Well, I only know the first 3
What about
because that's all I got to see.
Boomtown Rats released a
Great,
new
you
album
spelled that
last
wrong.
year.
It's Leia.
Yeah, Andy Kaufman was on there.
hmm
Pretty sure he was.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he upset the whole thing. That's in that Andy Kaufman movie. There's
Yeah.
a bit about
I saw that Andy Kaufman movie.
Fridays. He didn't stick to the script.
Tell me why
No.
I don't like Mondays.
Did he ever?
No.
Tell me why I don't like Mondays.
No.
I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I like Mondays now.
Yeah,
about you,
Mondays are
Doc?
fine.
So do I.
Great days.
Mondays are
Great
good.
days.
Yeah.
I still don't like Sundays though. I still have that feeling like it's Sunday. Everybody else is off too.
So don't
Now
worry,
it's like
you'll get over
these
it. You'll get
these
over
are my days. These are my days now. Not everybody else to be off too.
Yeah.
it. But the
I'm
whole
also-
week is yours.
I'm also noticing in this summer, because it's summertime, everybody's on vacation, so it's getting a little more crowded out there on the weekdays. It's like, hey, let's go to work.
hmm Yeah, the kids are coming back to school in a few weeks, so it'll be.
Yes, I do
quieter.
love Mondays now.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody was playing again that
Oh, thank
Mamas
you.
and Papa's album. I thought of it because of Monday. and then If You Can Believe Your Eyes and Ears with the toilet. And there's a song there I like, something about I'm a straight shooter or something. I like that song. I don't know the name of it. Straight shooter, maybe? Is that the name of it?
Yeah, it's one of their
I
hits.
like that song.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hit?
Yeah, I believe so. Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it was a hit or not, but it was the title of their documentary.
Oh.
Yeah. It may have been. I think it was. I remember hearing "Straight Shooter" on the radio. So.
Wow, because I thought, yeah, it's a good commercial song. You know, I'm like, there's an album track I like.
Hello. Oh, ever get where you like your back kind of like, geez, I got a crack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know that feeling, Doc.
Oh.
You sit on this chair for a while. And it's like, I gotta move.
You want to lie on that couch, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We're getting old. We're getting old, Doc.
And I haven't been on the couch yet today either. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm still getting up at 5:30 despite my best efforts to sleep at least till 6:30.
Wow, I stay asleep till after 8 o'clock. I get up around 8:05.
I don't want to sleep past 7. That's just my thing.
Jeff, do you think you need a pay raise?
Well, I'm already
You need to pay to begin with.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you try to be a straight shooter at the toilet. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's getting harder and harder too.
Yes.
No, I'm going too often.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not.
Man, over 45. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
No, I wish I could go more.
Anymore. Yeah.
I'm afraid I'm going to be
doing at 5:30 in the morning.
All hours of the morning, 1 o'clock.
Hey, who's the youngest person here?
I was
I'm 53, so I must be the youngest one on the panel.
47.
Oh, yeah, you win.
Mm-hmm.
47?
You're
Don't
a
worry,
baby.
you're going to catch up to the rest of us.
And I feel so proud that finally
Yeah.
Proud to be the young one.
Yes.
I think JJ's young
Hey,
too,
yo.
at least 50.
Mm-hmm.
The same age as my sister.
What are you talking about? Doc pays Jeff in bargoons.
Doc, did you invent that bargoons thing?
Thank you. Yes, I did.
Oh, that's great. You should patent that.
Yeah.
No, I used to say that way long years ago. You know, like, you bought something. Hey, did you get a bargoon?
Yeah.
Have you copyrighted safe that phrase so no one will steal it?
Yeah. Doc Trace. Bargoon.
Mm-hmm.
Beans is at the point where he just keeps.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't have that deal going on.
All you really need is one of those little nightlight Johnnies. Just enough so you can...
Although I did take a stumble around here the other night. I forget why I had to get up, and then it's dark in here, and I have stuff all over the floor. I was like, I did a little dance and fell and grabbed something. So it was all right.
No,
Didn't
these
hurt.
days I run into walls.
Yeah.
There's that funny commercial. I find it funny. The lady, I'm coming, baby. The Pampers commercial where she stumbles in the dark and hits something. She goes, I'm coming, baby. And she goes,
oh, I didn't see that. Boy, these commercials. Remember when commercials used to be, everybody knew the commercials. They were common. Mm-hmm. But I don't know that.
Oh, you got to see that commercial.
Well, there was only 3 or 4 channels then. Now that there's 1,000 channels, there's a lot more commercials.
Well, yeah, and there's more commercials than there is of the show.
Well, those dubious CDs appear to be made up of stuff that has gone into the public domain in certain countries.
Yeah, but those are not the regular album tracks. Those are
they're going to be the regular album tracks. They're public domain, and it's a gray area. But legally, strictly speaking, legally in most countries, those are public domain now. Now, you have to prove, if you put it out, you have to prove, and most people would want to do this, so they won't be around long. They'll be gone. That you didn't use a new source from Capitol, a source that hasn't been remastered in the last 50 years. I mean, there's a lot of rules that you're supposed to obey because you don't, while the songs are public domain, that version probably isn't because
Well,
it's
they're
been
not using the real
remastered
masters for
or,
anything.
you know what I
They're
mean?
using copies or something.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like
But like in the
5140
UK,
records.
if you take a vinyl record of Please Please Me, an original from like 63, it's obviously an original, and you dub that onto vinyl, you can release that. That's legal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why anybody would want to buy it, but you could.
Mhm.
JJ, one call. That's all.
Yeah.
JJ will get what I'm saying.
Oh.
The dude that plays the caveman in the commercials.
I know a lot of people have pointed that out, but so I mean, I mean, the guy is terrible as Herman Munster. How do you know that? You haven't seen the movie? I've seen enough in the trailer to know that. Come on. He doesn't act like speak. His voice is like too light.
They can't sound good because they're probably from digital sources.
Well, Joe, you're going to have to review it somehow.
No, I won't. No. If it's not going to be in a theater, I'm not going to. I'll tell you why. Because, well, I'm not going to say never because everybody's going to writing down. He says no, he's not, and then he will. He'll go back on his word. So here's the thing. I figured first I said I'm not going to see it on principle because it's an abomination. But then I thought, well, I'll see it because it's so bad. I'll see it with my friend Anthony in the movies. Then I realized it's not playing in the movies. So I'm not going to go out of my way to get a video of it or anything. I mean, if Anthony and I happen to be together and it's on, cable or something, maybe we'll watch it on TV. Oh, speaking of TV, my TV's getting a big white dot in the Samsung.
Uh-oh.
We have these things, it's 7 or 8 years old, and I love the Samsung flat screen TVs, but everyone I've ever had, after a while, they start doing things, breaking down.
TVs, they're only meant to last like between 5 and 7 years.
So we're going to need another one, and it's this real annoying white circle. Looks like ringworm. It's like a target or something. A circle with a circle in the middle, and it's like once your eye sees it, you follow it everywhere. You can't avoid looking at. So I don't know when I'm going to get another TV, but I'm going to have to get one.
Well,
you better take it to the repair shop.
Dude, not those.
No.
They say it's better to throw those out. Actually, I've thrown them out before.
Give them
it costs more.
Yeah. Give it to Don.
Why does everybody agree that I'd be best acting as a cowboy?
Well, he looks like a cowboy. I could see that.
I don't look like a cowboy.
Yeah, throw a hat on you.
Doc, you could easily play one of these old, semi-retired marshals that's waiting for the young guy to come up and replace you.
Joe, shoot your television like Elvis.
Yeah, it might be my eyes. Yeah, my eyes and my girlfriend's eyes are both having the same delusion at the same time. Okay. People try hard to be funny, but it doesn't always work.
Those funny Beatles CDs are on the Stargrove label. They sound good, but after playing in bands for 35 years, Beans is still surprised he can still hear anything.
I'm sure they
Stargrove Beatles CD. Oh, it's downstairs, and I don't feel like getting up to go get it.
Where are you guys getting this stuff? I'm no urban cowboy.
Doc, are you Canadian stud muffin?
No, not that. Okay.
He gets that question a lot.
There we go.
You got that question many times, Doc?
Only by those who don't believe it. No, we're not the same person. No. I can't do that thing. No.
Me either. I tried.
Hello, people of quality entertainment.
Attention, we're closing in 5 minutes, so break. That was when I used to work at a supermarket. Trying to usher everybody out, like, come on, we're closing. I just want to pick up a few more things. No, let's go. We want to go home.
We've been open for 16 hours, lady. You know.
like when I used to work at the thrift store, and it was pretty close to closing. We went in the store and told everybody we're closing, and still there was someone still left in the dressing room. Came out with this bag of clothes they want to buy, so we have to work overtime to get to pay for the.
When I worked at Sam's, we weren't allowed to make announcements or anything. We did soft closes, and sometimes people would be there for an hour after we closed.
Wow.
It was horrible. But me and this guy, Rich, for a while, Rich came up with this idea. He's like, follow me. I'm like, what are we doing? And we go around and have fake conversations. Like when we got near people, Rich would say, like, okay, now that we're closing, what's left to do? And I go, well, now that we're closing, we still need to, and we do this in front of every person we saw to let them know that we were closing without making an announcement.
Who remembers buying albums at Woolworths? You know, I think I might have got more of the Monkees there when I was a kid. People ask me, what's your first album you remember buying? I don't really remember, but that's one of my earliest memories. So
I
it could
just
be
bought like cutouts at Woolworths, I think, and I couldn't tell you what ones. I'm
The
sure I
ones with
bought
the
a couple.
holes punched in the corner. Or the slice.
I remember always.
Why did they put a slice in the middle?
When I was a
We
kid.
also had in our mall a McGrory's, which was owned by Woolworths. I think I bought more there than I did Woolworths.
No one bought albums at Woolworths. You shoplifted.
Now, how do you shoplift an album, though? What do you put it down your, a CD is easy now, but an album?
And we had
so
Kruskies too. Did anybody else have Kruskies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember Kruskies. My grandparents
Kruskies
used to
was
stay in
just like
Toronto.
Woolworths. It was exactly I don't know why.
Rice
And our parents
Krispies?
were almost next door to each other, and they're like they're the same friggin' store.
They had candy and
I don't remember
popcorn
that.
and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Then the drugstores was
Krispies.
Boots. Remember Boots, Doc?
Boots. The drugstore.
The drugstore called Boots.
Yeah, that's a good Nancy Sinatra album.
Boots
Yeah,
did
these
not
guys
last long.
Yeah.
Betty Boops.
I'm not sure what this means.
Oh wow, they did.
Stadium was a
did they?
cutout.
Really?
The Beatles were cutouts themselves.
It's probably a bootleg. Stores
Yeah,
like that would get
probably.
a bootlegs occasionally. Unclaimed Freight had the
worry,
Beatles
Bakery,
Alpha
there is
to
a
Omega
brand.
box set.
Tim Allen, have you
Like
ever played a
$5.
video game in your life? Even the Beatles Rock Band?
No, I've never played Rock Band.
I tried Rock Band once and I sucked at it.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I played that. My nephews had it, and I've tried playing it.
I didn't even know Beatles was existing as a video game.
No,
Exist as everything.
Yeah.
They had Rock Band at the Christmas party, and
Way
I
of life.
said, I'll try that. I even
Yeah.
tried doing like what I thought was going to be the easiest song, like Heart Barracuda. I says, how hard could that be?
Yeah.
It was. It was.
What is that game? What is the story of this game? What are you supposed to do in the game? This Beatles video game.
They had it like the Rock Band one. You could play guitar, right? Or you could play drums too, right?
I think
And
I had the Beatles Rock Band for PlayStation
bass.
3, and I had the guitar and everything. I played it. It was fun.
They had the music. The music they would play the songs, and you had to kind of play the right notes. They were color coded. I think the notes would flash by, and you had to match the guitar.
Pretty
And
much
I
like
could.
Guitar Hero then.
Oh yeah, Guitar Hero. Is that the same thing? Rock Band and Guitar Hero. Is that the same thing?
Yeah, it's the
It's
same
two
thing.
different versions of basically the same sort of game.
Oh, okay.
It's getting close to midnight here, so I'm going to sign off for tonight.
Okay, sir.
Okay, have a good night. See you, Jorgen.
Good night, Jorgen. Good night.
Yep, tomorrow. And YouTube. Or Facebook.
There goes one of the squares. We
There's
have an opening.
Other opening. One more.
We've lost our
It's up here.
Mhm. Come up, Bean. Come join us.
Oh, there we go. Come on, work.
Come on. Got
There
one
it goes.
more. Is he
Get up
coming?
your beans.
I put a big scratch pad over my keyboard so I could put the mouse closer to me, so I wouldn't have to
Yeah.
punch over all the time. What's this? KG says Rock Band would eventually get exclusive with Guitar Hero. Ooh,
Oh, did they?
like Guns N' Roses or something.
I remember playing Beatles Rock Band. I was doing I Want You, She's So Heavy. It was hard to keep down.
And we got Beans. We got
Hey,
Six.
Beans.
Hey.
Beans,
Up,
how you doing,
fellas?
buddy? Nice to see you.
Beans.
We
It's
got
nice.
some thunderstorms rolling in right now.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
Getting
been
crazy.
waiting for a couple hours.
Keep them by you.
Yeah,
bring
I
some
just
here.
got a severe thunderstorm warning on my phone.
Beansy.
Beansy.
Tool was another band that did Rock Band.
Oh, did they?
Who would care?
You said it. I didn't.
Well, still, like Tool isn't that big. How many songs?
No, Tool was huge. They've had a few #1 albums, and yeah,
Not in my world. Not in my world.
Yeah, not mine either. I've heard it too.
yeah, they were big in the mid to late '90s, early 2000s.
I'm gonna have to get out my Tool catalog to see how many songs.
How many albums, too?
How many songs I know? Yeah,
I
The
think
best
the
bit-
Beatles were the only ones that got bootlegs out of Rock Band, though.
Yeah.
Very
yeah,
best
and those are
bit.
great. I love those Rock Band remixes.
I got a few of those, yeah.
Trying to bring up Tool here.
How
Tool
many
time.
Tool albums were there?
Teal.
There was 5 Tool albums.
Mhm.
The last 3 were #1, and they go from gold to 3 times platinum.
Oh, okay. Well, they sold the record too then. Okay.
They have 3 triple platinums in the United States, 1 double platinum, and 1 gold.
Wow.
I only have 2 Tool songs on my playlist: "Sober" and "Stinkfist," and that's it.
Not heard of them.
2 songs. That's it. Tool's done for me.
So, Jeff, at the beginning, you showed your Hollies collection. I wanted to show you this Hollies
Okay.
collection.
Oh,
Oh, that's okay. That's
Has
a
since
multi.
revolt.
That's a multi-disc set, isn't it?
Yeah, this is 6 CDs.
Oh
Oh,
man.
God.
Mm-hmm.
This
Yeah,
is
they
Five too
literally-
many for me.
Yeah, they put out 3 of those sets with their whole career.
Oh,
Yeah,
did they?
this is the
Great,
first
yeah.
one, 63
Oh,
to
that's-
68.
Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all really good.
Yeah, that would be the one to get, I think, because that's the year I really like.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's got all the Hollies you need
It
from
looks
that
like they
period.
Yeah.
have
I think it's got all the Hollies there is from that period.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
Well, Beans,
Yeah.
you Peasants Revolt tonight.
Mm-hmm.
No clue what that means.
Beans.
Beans,
Everyone
Beans,
screams.
everyone
Yeah.
screams. Beans. Okay, Adam, settle down. 6 CDs and 6. What? CDs?
No, not 6 songs.
No, 1 song per CD. What?
Every CD has between 25 and 30 songs.
Yeah. So that's a 6 CDs because this one only has two CDs.
Yeah.
So.
No, this is 6 CD. I mean, and this has some rare stuff on it. A
I don't
few
think-
Oh, I'm sure it
outtakes.
does. Yeah.
It's got
Mhm.
like the
This has only hits. Uh-huh.
Look Through Any Window sung in Italian.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, isn't
Got
there like
stuff like
100?
that.
Isn't there something like 153 tracks on that set? Something like that.
Something
It's
like
insane.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
There's I don't know how many tracks. I
Is
don't
there any
The
of
second, the
Alan-
second one's not bad either, but the
together?
third one is like, that gets past like
The
1973
third one
or 4.
probably has the Hollies Sing Buddy Holly
Yeah.
album on it, which is
Probably
Yeah.
they've got some Buddy Holly stuff on this one. Yeah.
Yes, Beans is doing all right.
and probably some Alan Park solo stuff as well.
Can't complain. Can't complain.
Because he did Born to Run before Bruce Springsteen did. Alan Clark.
Oh, where's Julio?
Oh, it's Julio.
He's gonna. Always...
Oh yeah, they did. Didn't they do Sandy too? They did like a few Springsteen songs early on.
Yeah, Sandy was a hit in some European countries, but not in America or UK. So
they went south after Nashville.
For the most part, their hits kind of
somewhat, yeah.
They had a few good songs, but you could tell.
That is bad.
Yeah.
Have an orchestra theme in your head on a loop.
Doesn't bother me.
After Long Dark Road and Air That I Breathe, that's where I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Every Sunday when I'm on Doc's stream, the orchestra theme goes through my head. I think, why haven't I had any dinner?
Yeah.
No, there's Paul. Hey, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
No, that's what he said. That's on this one.
We got the glossy covers.
We want the Floridores.
What does that mean? Like did they keep out in the UK or what? Beans, question for you. How's the TV?
Still here.
You still got a television.
Still have the TV, yes.
And this weekend, Decades TV has a binge of Wild Wild West.
Ooh, it's a good show. I had a Wild Wild West lunchbox back then.
See, I've been binge watching Green Acres for the last 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah. Love that show.
I like her. I'll take her over Zsa Zsa, though. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
she stayed hot.
She looked like she was having
so
fun.
You must have seen the one with the Pernundle, which is like my favorite thing that she ever said on the Green Acres. The Pernundle.
Yeah.
How old was Eddie Albert on that show? Like 62 or something?
I think he was born in 19...
I don't know. Yeah, like that show started in '65, and he was in World War II. So maybe around 50.
He probably doesn't. He probably wasn't as old as he looked.
No.
The white hair.
The Avon Trapp family. I never heard of them. I heard of the Von Trapp.
Oh
yeah.
Okay. But they saw Avon products, I guess. Yeah. God,
Joe, are you going to frame your pictures that came with your Get Back? I did. I have them in a frame. They're on my wall. It looks really nice. That way they won't get damaged.
Go get it. Let's see what it looks like.
Mine don't get damaged because they're staying in the pocket for the rest of the eternity.
I'll get a picture of and send it to you. No, it's going to stand
The
there.
hologram auction guy wasn't thrilled with those either. They're not even glossy in the UK. They're just on flat matte paper, and he's like.
And when he took that paper backing off, it took a piece of the paper off.
Yeah,
the
backing thing on in the UK.
Psychological warfare. I think it's very necessary. Yeah. It's necessary at times. Yes.
We gotta have it.
Are you writing a book, Adam?
Howie Bandel.
It's starting to get dark here. I need light.
You got like a brown light too. It looks like, well, slightly. I don't know. Well, I don't mean like you look brown. That's not what I mean. Like me, I look more tan than I am.
Actually, what it is, it's a spotlight aimed at the ceiling.
Now, do you guys think we're ever going to get a restored Let It Be movie now?
Well, that's an interesting. I would like to answer that. I said for the longest time, and I'm still saying it, just for historical purposes, we should have it. Plus, there's stuff in it that was not in Get Back. So that was interesting that Peter Jackson didn't repeat too much. Like there's even parts like when George and Ringo are doing Octopus's Garden, and they're playing on the piano. There's some of it in Let It Be that's not in Get Back, and vice versa. and two of us when they do the fast version of two
Yeah,
of
the
us.
fast version. Yeah, I love that version.
There's more of that in Let It Be. But having said that, I think because they said the Beatle people said eventually we'll put that out. Eventually, it'll come at a later date. I think they were just saying that because now I believe after Get Back they really don't want anything to do with Let It Be.
I don't think they have any desire to revisit that movie.
So
it's Disney now, and Disney's against physical media, so Disney has zero impetus to put that out.
Maybe this will change their mind. Depending, I don't know how the sales are doing.
But I don't know. Like Disney was like contracted for like the Get Back project. They don't own like any of the stuff. So like,
they don't
I
have
don't
Let
think
It Be.
Disney would have anything to do with Let It Be.
Right.
The original film.
Hopefully they'll put it out.
If Peter Jackson restores it, then they probably will. They'll get their little grubby hands on it one way or the other.
Because I'm convinced more than ever now that Let It Be was an attempt by Michael Lindsay Hawk to tell the story of why they split up. Even the title, Let It Be. It's over, kind of thing. Now it's Get Back, and it's the same footage, although he deliberately chose things that were down a lot of times. And he denies that, by the way. But I
Yes,
wonder.
the gnomes are great. Friar Park Memory. Every time I was there, it was a lovely time. So,
Geez, Adam, take a rest.
Is anybody else out there?
Anybody but Adam out there.
Yeah.
And obviously, you don't care about me, Adam. You never asked me any questions.
Adam, Invisible Ray, and Jimmy Nickel likes a pickle. Wow, what a crowd!
I think the rest are all.
Let's take George here. I think George is still here, and JJ.
Yeah.
No, I think JJ's still there. Yeah, maybe.
Kimba's at work.
Yeah, but she said hello.
Yeah.
Need more women. You got to get more women.
Oh, absolutely.
More ladies.
What do we got to do to get more women to watch?
I'd like to see some women that would dare to come on screen too. It'd be nice. But you got to watch your P's and Q's.
Oh yeah, big time.
That's the problem. I've got no.
Yeah, Joe, you've had Caitlin on there a couple times. That's about it.
Yeah,
and
she
Kit,
comes up
and
there.
Kid O'Toole.
Oh, Kit comes on, sure. And I think who else?
Oh, Kit is a sweetheart.
Mr. Allen,
Paulina Angel.
Podcast.
Your favorite podcast?
Well, my favorite podcast is this one right here as soon as it comes back. But it's not a podcast, unfortunately, because I don't make a nickel. But
how do you make cash off your computer cash? I know.
Computer cash.
Sausage fest. Hologram is going to do a show about Beatley too.
Interesting.
Okay.
They can do whatever they want. Whatever. I guess. Whatever.
Well, I'm gonna go take Sadie out, and I'm gonna call it a night. And I will see you on the next one. So have a good evening, everybody.
Okay, Sir James.
See you, James.
See you later, James.
Bye, James.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
And the Peanut Gallery. See you later, guys. Peace and love. Bye.
Bye.
Adam says goodbye.
Adam says,
I'm sure he would.
wonder if he's
Peace
gonna
and
come
love,
up
no
here.
autographs.
Yeah.
Mr. Allen, who are those film clips I took from YouTube?
Adam, less drugs, buddy.
There's
By the way, I put
one-
up a new podcast last night. Okay, there, I've said it.
Okay. Okay.
There, I've said it again.
Yes.
No.
Don't think
I
so.
really hope that's not where they're going with this.
I don't think so. I think Peter Jackson has too much integrity for pulling a stunt like that.
And, really, you come to think of it, if Paul and Ringo, I mean, the Beatles never wanted to ever really reunite. They're going to do it now with Paul and Ringo, and they're going to have images of John and George, maybe, like they did.
It's the Avatar show.
Yeah, that can't be what it is.
That would be a hell of a reunion after all these.
Oh dear.
Got no pants.
I don't think so. Is that really Invisible Ray or is that fake?
We'll find out, won't we?
I've got a song for you.
Oh, you can't imitate that voice. Let's see. I've tried to
That's
imitate
him.
it.
That's him.
I can't imitate that voice.
We're going to do it now with Paul and Ringo. And
Hang on.
images of John
Hang on.
George May. They did.
Hang
That's
on.
better. Where's your buddy?
Okay. An hour and a half from now. That would be 7:30.
I'll see you right after dinner. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a great documentary.
Yeah.
So, if you like Andy Partridge or XTC.
Adam, how do you know who Ben Modell is?
I didn't even hear of Andy
I find
Partridge
that
until I said
interesting.
that the Monkees' Good Times album was really good. I said, you get these old people back from the old days and they make a great album. Somebody told me Andy Partridge is the owner, which is a newer person, newer, relatively speaking.
Newer than the Monkees.
Newer than the Monkees.
Yeah.
He's only in his, mid-60s now. He's not really.
Yeah, that's what I mean, more modern times, so to speak.
The remaining 4 Beatles, like Paul, Ringo, Pete, Jimmy,
and Melvin.
And Melvin, yeah. Melvin's taking a better. Hello.
Maybe Pete Shotton.
Okay.
Pete Best. I still got to make my plans to see Pete Best.
Yeah.
Pete Best at Super Duper Fest.
I can't let Pete Best slip through my hands, Ray. I can't let it. I missed a few opportunities already.
Yeah, but you've met him before, though, so it's...
No, I never met him.
No, he's never met him.
I never met Pete Best.
Gotta be a Pete meet.
They should do a Beatle reunion. It would be 2 drummers and a guy on bass.
It'll be Rogue. Rogue's on stage with him.
Rogue Best.
Hey, we're the Monkees.
See, that's why I always thought Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey should get together with Paul and George because one band lost their bass player and their drummer, the other band has a bass player and a drummer, and just go out and do a Who Beatles hybrid thing.
It's a terrible idea. Pete Townsend.
the Muckles. The Beasties.
He's
the Hoodles. Call it the Hoodles.
Whoa, man.
Pete Best is up there. I think he's 81.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm saying no. So
one more and then it's gone.
That's right, Patrick. Ringo's son has been the drummer for the Who for 26 years now.
That long?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 96, I think he started, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks 96.
Mr. Allen, the YouTube that you watch is
I'm
called...
trying to figure out how Adam knows who Ben Modell is. Ben Modell is a silent film expert and piano player, and I don't know how Adam knows who he is.
Oh, that's Zach with a CK.
Yeah.
The
Hoodles.
The Hoodles.
We should have Julian Lennon in the Beatles.
Yeah.
So is everybody going to buy Julian's new album?
Yeah. Did you see his interview?
You got one coming out?
No.
Okay.
Didn't see an interview.
No, yeah, he has a new one coming out.
Oh, does he?
Word in your ear. Those really ugly guys.
Is this true?
It's a horrible interview.
The others are tripping and on acid?
He's calling himself Jude Lennon now.
Yeah, it's going to be Jude. Yes, that's true. I guess he's cashing in on the Hey Jude correlation.
He's selling things more invisible than me.
Well, I mean, it's good. I mean, he only releases albums every 11 or 12 years now. So.
Wow, it's been a long time. So whatever.
Hello.
Oh.
Very catchy, isn't it?
Yes.
It's horrible.
I love it.
I think English Tea
That?
did this once before years ago. It was hideous. These are Paul McCartney times not to be celebrated.
I disagree, but what can I tell you? We all have our opinions.
Julian Lennon lives in Monaco. Hmm.
Okay.
Monaco.
Yeah, and Billy J. Kramer lives in America.
Hmm.
Oh, does he?
Well,
Okay.
we think he does.
Where does Pete Best live?
Liverpool.
He lives in Liverpool still.
Well, because all Scousers are scroungers, so if he lives near where he was famous, then he can get a free beer every day. Yeah, I'm Pete Best. Yeah, I'll talk to you about the Beatles for 5 minutes.
I met Peter Tork and the Monkees in a Denny's restaurant in the early 90s.
Oh, that's good.
Hopefully he was nice, because I heard Davy Jones could be a SOB when he was around, of course.
Yeah, Davy was a spitfire.
He's a horrible little man, Davy Jones.
Comedy Bible party, Adam.
These are important questions that everyone.
And the Jerry Lewis dad as well, by all accounts.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Now,
a
if
big
it doesn't
cat.
have Lil in front of it or Doja Cat, nobody's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, could eat you with one bite.
Anytime you go to these record stores, it's all old people inside. All the time. All the time. There's no young people going to record stores.
Well, it's 'cause old people are the only ones that can afford it anymore.
There are in my record store. There's always every day there's young people. I guess it depends.
The kids
Oh, Beaver's having a thunderstorm.
Yes.
Kitty.
Yucky.
Doctor.
Yeah, Adam. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Hey, Mr. Mayo, did you see Grandpa's excuse for the trailer?
It was horrible, Ray. It was a horrible trailer. And Grandpa, who I heard is going to be called the Count, because he wasn't a grandfather yet, because Herman and Lily are not married.
I didn't even know it was coming out, and I wasn't bothered because these things keep coming out. But they could have done an Addams Family sort of thing, and they didn't. They messed up.
Now, see, that's something you can rant about as being terrible. That really is terrible. You see.
Mm-hmm.
It's well, I mean, I saw so many, but there's so many people defending it. It's like, oh, this looks kind of good.
Who?
Hey, look at the beginning. The Universal.
No, Walrus.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I don't know. I've never seen so. Speaking of Universal, I've never seen anything so universally panned before. I mean, maybe somebody would say, "Oh, the Universal Globe is a nice tribute," but everybody's hating that.
It's not enough. It's not enough. And the grandpa bits aren't enough. You can't have him holding the show together like that.
No. I'm not going to... Well, I can't say never, but if it was in the theater, I might have given it a go with Anthony just to have a laugh. But...
No, I think it's just one of those cases where there's people in an office saying, hey, why don't we get Rob Zombie? He says he likes the film. Didn't have a clue what he was doing.
How could you love something and not get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, listen, I was thinking this is a good example. Now, what about if they said, hey, Kenny Michaels is a big expert, we could get him to do the Beatles film.
But he's not a filmmaker, so, you know.
Yeah.
It might not be everybody's cup of tea.
No, maybe
I would
not.
argue that Rob Zombie isn't a filmmaker, but
Although I did really like The Devil's Rejects. I liked it a lot. That's the first film of his I saw. I didn't see anything else before that. I know it was
I like that and House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yeah, I didn't see that, which was the first one.
Yeah.
But
I thought both of those were really good.
Because The Devil's Rejects, if you're into that sort of thing, is really was a modernized Texas Chainsaw Massacre sicko movie, and it really worked, I thought, as that depraved kind of film.
And I think shooting this new Monsters movie in black and white would have done it a little bit of service.
Well, it would have helped. It would have helped.
Yeah, not enough to save it, I don't think, but
You got that
Not
guy sounding like Shaggy from Herman Munster sounds like Shaggy from Scooby Doo or something. Hey, Lily, what the heck is that? That's terrible.
Mhm.
It's like Paul Lynde. Paul Lynde is Herman
I
Munster.
like that bit when he goes,
Well, maybe they told him not to be like Fred Green.
A lot of people say it. I think
Right.
Tim may be one of them, right? Tim, people say, "What's the point of making something if it's going to be exactly the same?" Kind of thing.
Yeah. But this is terrible.
No, but you have to have like everybody thinks the guy doing the grandpa bit is serviceable. You could still retain the character's integrity.
I don't understand how Grandpa got to be a mad scientist. He's supposed to be a vampire.
no, he's
Yeah.
an alchemist. But I think this is where we're going to see the bad guy, and sadly, I think Sylvester McCoy, because I've seen he's in the cast, is going to be cast as the typical stupid English bad guy, alchemist assistant, and then they're all going to end up loving each other, and Sylvester McCoy is going to fall off the edge of the castle.
I don't know him by name.
He's in it.
He was Doctor Who for a little bit.
He was the seventh Doctor. He was a short guy.
Well, it's terrible. At the beginning of that other trailer, they had somebody being the werewolf who is Grandpa's other son, Lester. And he's like, I don't like the sound of that. And I'm like, that
was a good bit.
Yeah, but either has nothing also like
you gotta
that
modernize it. You gotta make it. Yeah.
But that character of Lester actually was also in one of the Munsters episodes, and it's not anything like that either.
Some people was all excited because Nosferatu was in it. And he's not going to say nothing. What's he going to do?
Let's sit there and go. Yeah.
I think what Dave says, Rob Zombie started doing remakes. That's part of the problem.
Yeah.
That first the Halloween remakes, they're terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's the only way you'll get financing. Because
to do something that's familiar,
people that finance only want guaranteed hits. That's it. So if you remake something, you got a guaranteed hit. That's why they only make comic book movies these days. Comic book movies and remakes, because guaranteed hits. Nobody wants to put any money.
I'm waiting for that thing to die down. Holy cow! Comic book craze.
It ain't gonna happen too soon.
Yeah, with the corny jokes every 3 lines.
Oh man, I'll never see that Thor movie. I'll never see that. Everything's a joke and a gag. Forget it.
No Thor. No Thor.
Nope.
Never. I'll never see Thor. Oh no.
We got another Ant-Man movie supposedly coming out.
Yeah.
What about the I heard about a new Daredevil series. This was already one, but there's supposed to be a new Daredevil.
I think that's going to be a cartoon, actually.
Really?
I thought I heard that somewhere, that the guy who played Daredevil is voicing the cartoon.
Oh, forget it.
I don't know.
Grandpa.
Yeah, that episode's better than that Monsters trailer.
That's my favorite Monsters episode.
Every time
ever.
somebody asks me my favorite Monsters episode, although I love all of them pretty much, that's the first one that pops into my head.
And that's how Hermie Baby was
born. And now, here's that new hit again from that mystery singer. Oh, he's terrible. He sounds like a werewolf with laryngitis.
Paulina knows all about this MCU stuff. So apparently there's much more to come.
You could take that MCU stuff and... What's MCU? Is that the Marvel Universe?
Yeah.
Alternate Universe?
Universe, yes.
Yeah, get that out of it if it's, whatever.
And DC is a Shazam movie coming out and a Black Adam movie.
As long as people are going to see Thor in droves, I would not see that. I mean, by the trailer, man, I just hate those jokes. I hate everything's a comedy.
Ooh. It's not a cartoon. It's 18 more episodes.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Okay. I didn't see the original show, but is the show at least a little more serious? Look, I don't mind good old comic relief. It really works well, comic relief done right. But I you don't want the thing to be a joke,
Especially when they're little corny one-liners that are just ridiculous,
Do you remember the George Reeves Superman Adventures of Superman show? There was they took it seriously, even though it was ridiculous. But there was a line in there in one of them where I remember Clark Kent or something. There's always every time something happens, he disappears, and somebody says, "Where does Clark go at these times?" He goes, "How do I know? Maybe he ducks into an alley and turns into Superman." He says. I think Perry White said that.
I actually had a laugh at the Batman show this morning, Adam Westland. And Aunt Harriet wanted to change her wardrobe and thought she could wear slacks. And she said, I'd like to wear slacks, but the girl at the store said I didn't have the face for it.
Oh. That's a joke. I can appreciate Batman. I hated that as a kid because I thought it was too stupid. But now I realize that was the idea for it to be a complete lark.
That's the only superhero show I've ever liked.
Yeah, that was supposed to be just pure camp.
And I did like the original 67, was it? Spider-Man cartoons. That's it for me in superheroes.
See, I like the Green Hornet series.
Yeah, I like the Green Hornet too.
Yeah,
but that took itself too serious.
Yeah, that was a little more dry than Batman, but yeah.
They even watched Batman.
The original Superman's okay, but it's boring. I mean, the same people are in it every week, and it's like,
and it's always
hard, and it's like
Jimmy Olsen
in Hollywood.
It's always Jimmy Olsen and Lois Lane being in trouble.
Good album, Tom.
Yeah, The Punisher. I hear. I know that's supposed to be pretty dark. Oh, the comic book was dark too, right? But
the guy that later played the Maytag repairman, I can't remember his name, but he's a famous guy. He's a henchman in almost every Batman or Superman episode there is.
Gordon Jump.
That one guy, yeah.
So many. No, before Gordon Jump.
Before Gordon Jump?
Yeah. Because the original Superman's in the 50s.
And don't you love when there's only supposedly this is another joke they say that's in almost every episode of Superman, but it was really only in one, I think, is when they shoot him with the gun and the bullets bounce off him and empties the gun, and then the guy throws the gun at Superman. Superman ducks.
We didn't want to hurt the gun. What's this? Tim Allen, was that you as Sam Nate Tag?
What?
Oh,
what's that, Adam?
So slow down, Adam.
Adam's dealer's been to his house in the last couple of days.
Did Ray die? What happened?
No, listen, I've been watching because of all the excitement of the Munsters trailer, I've been revisiting the Munsters today.
Oh,
come on, man.
No. Listen, I thought to myself that if you watch the two shows, the modern one, it's the gags are just as crap. So nobody's losing out.
The only thing the Munsters today has over the original series is there was a couple more episodes produced. That's about it.
But that doesn't.
Yeah, and also he's green.
Yeah.
Because Lily's always saying he's kind of green and he's black and white.
Nobody could deliver those deadpan lines like Yvonne DiCarlo. Was she perfect in some of those? Which Sherry Zombie tried to do it. Some of them in the commercial. I forget what one of the lines the ad. I forget one of the lines was.
She said, "Is Herman Munster in there?"
Yeah, she said. Yeah, that's terrible way that line.
And some of those Ron Zombie freaks was getting all excited.
No, but she says something else like a joke. Well, I can't remember what.
Her jokes don't land.
But I mean, this is not going to be funny here. But when they were doing in the Munsters, they would say Herman disappears, or something. So the guy's getting a description, and he's like, I said eyes, and then she's like 2. 'Cause, there wasn't room for any more, and like very matter of factly, and it's like it's funny, but
Hmm. Oh,
what's the color? Oh, one's brown and one's chartreuse, but they're not a match set. Then the ears and says, then ears, they're not a match set, but only the family can tell.
Tim Allen, why
Well,
are you
speaking
not the correct
of
math
good towel,
maker?
One of my favorite lines too is when he's missing, and then Herman's Grandpa's at a phone booth, and he's like, "Okay, goodbye." He said, "What happened?" He says, "I don't understand it." He said, "When I described Herman, they said he didn't qualify." I said, "Didn't qualify as missing?" I said, "No." They said he didn't qualify as a person.
Yes, the Standells were on the Munsters.
yeah.
Hey, those neat
Yeah.
guys are the Standells.
And too bad
My
they couldn't get the
favorite thing
Beatles for
about
that.
the
Can you imagine?
Munsters
Yeah,
is they
Too
replaced
bad they
Marilyn.
couldn't have had a better band on there. Like nothing
Yeah.
against the Standells, but
No, I
like,
mean the Standells were fine, but I mean, imagine the Munsters on there. Holy crap!
They hadn't made it
The
yet.
Beatles.
The Standells
Beatles.
were nobody yet when they were on the Munsters.
yeah.
And they do. They
My
sing "I
favorite
Want to
thing is
Hold
they
Your Hand"
replaced
too on there.
Marilyn
Mhm.
with another actress, and nobody noticed. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you bring in a completely different actress and nobody noticed? Like,
Oh, that's the line that Cherry Zombie said. It was something like, "Remember what happened the last time?" That's like a famous joke they used to say. A running gag they would say the last time he did. I don't know, something about, I can't remember a good one. He rattled for a week or something like that. Because he'll cry you're going to cry your eyes out or something, and Herman goes, "Oh, I did that one time and had a terrible time getting them back in."
Hmm.
Tom, I'd have to say the Shondells, even though I like the Standells.
Oh, the Chandells. Well,
The Shondells over the Standells.
Mhm.
Mr. Allen, will you
Do
interrupt
do
me, guys?
do 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 do.
Adam just needs to join the world of reality.
back with Dr. Frankenstein is where my story starts.
There is only one Standells album out there, and Dave has one.
I'm a man of parts.
Yeah,
There's
that's
more
the
than
thing
one
about that
stand out. There's like
trailer. Those,
four. They did like 4 albums, I think.
Uh,
Who, the
those people
Standells?
watching the trailers were saying,
Yeah,
I
they
have
did
3
at least like
Standells
4.
albums.
Yeah.
nobody liked the trailers. Not one person.
No, but there was all these Rob Zombie experts. So, oh yeah, that's, and they was all excited about it. But they were saying it doesn't look very funny.
No.
But at least it's not shot well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's
It looks
Nothing,
awful.
nothing.
Even the black and white looks terrible.
And it's all wrong when they come through the door too, and Herman comes through busts through the door. It's so stupid. He's trying to do a bad impression of Fred Gwynne busting through the door, and it's just terrible the way he does it.
well,
Just
the door
throws his
doesn't
hands
even
up.
fall apart right.
No.
They must have used a second-rate door or something.
You got Sherry Moon Zombie going around like this with all these hands, but constantly, she doesn't ever stop doing it. It's like that's all she ever does.
Beans, ask the question that everyone. Oh, he's not even there. Sorry, Adam. There's no Beans.
Beans is gone. Sorry, Adam. Okay, back to Tim.
Comedy troupe. What?
Silent?
Silent comedy troupe.
There's a bunch of them out there.
How many are there except the troop?
One.
Silent?
Except for the Keystone Cops.
And,
Yeah.
and the early Little Rascals, maybe. Or again.
Yeah, the Silent of the Rascals guys in the silent days.
Adam, didn't your grandmother meet the Queen and not Thatcher?
No, because his dad said that he met both Thatcher and the Queen.
Oh, okay. Well,
The Standells used to get gigs in a Hearst.
Come on and Ringo. I'm gonna set you straight. This dance is great. Come on and Ringo.
Here, how much did them Ringo tickets cost you?
Oh, you can't put a price on those. I don't even remember, but they weren't that bad. But can't put a price on that experience. We had a great time and a great day in Dakota, Strawberry Fields. I can't put a price on them.
Yeah, somebody was saying about that concert that no, it wasn't. It was about Ringo would have appeared with Paul at Glastonbury, but he was quarantined. And I thought, yeah, you believe that? Believe anything.
I believe that he would have appeared at the show I went to, Paul's birthday, the day before, whatever, 2 days before his birthday. But because he was quarantined, probably why he didn't go. That's what I believe, but who knows? Because after all, Paul did go to Ringo's 70th show, birthday. So I would think he would
Did you
have been.
get Edgar Winter, or was he gone by this point?
Edgar Winter was
Frankenstein.
missing. And I've seen him already perform Frankenstein once in one of the other tours. And he also does Free Ride. So I would have liked him to be there, sure. But, it's okay. I've seen him
And
already
who's the other
before.
geezer? Lucifer. Lucifer.
Jeff, would you like to be
Lucifer.
New?
What?
The new ones? No, the classic ones, yeah. The new ones,
I think you'd make a good Dalek.
Oh, I bet I would.
I bet.
Yeah. Put a little
Come on, Ringo.
Hello, Amy.
Hey, Mimi.
Where did Beans go? Is he busy feeding his cats?
He's feeding the pussycats. Feeding the kitties.
The second most famous coach in all internet.
Yeah.
Pussycat.
His kitties.
Me's kitty.
Pussycat.
Yeah. Well, what do you say that we wrap this up in a couple minutes?
Well, you're the boss.
Yeah,
I got another half an hour before I got to eat.
Yeah. Well, I got to save some
for Tuesday.
StreamYard time for Tuesday.
Okay.
So.
Oh, that's right. You have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you have your sock hop.
I got to
save for last.
You got to save some sock hop time.
Sock up time for Tuesday.
You know, today I had a KFC and I thought to myself, always have not the meal. Don't get the meal. Just get the Zinger burger. And you can also have a beer. And you can have some coleslaw. It's very nice. And it's enough. Yeah, it's enough.
Okay. Sounds good.
Now that is.
I'll get the fries and I'll leave them. I'll never eat.
Okay. Yeah.
The fries. Chips.
They don't have beer at KFC here where I live. So.
Blimey. It's a Muslim area.
Yeah.
No, you should be sock hoppers.
Yes.
Sock hoppers.
Yes. Sock hoppers.
Yeah.
Sock hoppers.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Doc, what? Okay.
Big buckets are best. Yes.
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait till they serve your old chicken.
Little Shannon album. Show us, Tim. Come on. Shwaddy waddy.
What?
No.
Yeah, when is a gift not a gift? Because, John Winston, he got that Beatles book off DJ Trish, and it must have cost a fortune to ship it to him, and he can't even pick it up.
That's true, Robert.
Yeah. Yep, 2 seasons.
Ordered a pool boy and they brought out the dishwasher.
And you know what else only had 2 seasons? A classic Al Lewis and Fred Gwynn sitcom, Car 54, Where Are You?
Car 54, yeah.
Which never did anything for me.
Yeah.
I like that show.
They showed it on Nick at Night a long time ago.
Wow. I tried watching Car 54 and
It's okay.
Yeah, you and me both.
There's nothing that made me say, I gotta watch this again. When's that coming back on?
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Have you seen there's somebody's put blocks of old Nick at Night shows back up on YouTube? It's interesting.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Beans.
Hey, Steve. You don't want to be the only guy that doesn't say hello.
Yeah.
Adam, I think Ray said gobsmack, not gobshack.
Oh, okay.
It's Steven!
And I
Yes,
acted
Steven.
like a dustbin lid.
Dum.
Yes. Yeah. But what's
Or
happening with
gobshite.
out there? Is he still moving and stuff like that? Yeah. I know we missed Steven.
I miss
Yes.
Steven. Yes.
We do.
Did Paul McCartney write "Hey Hey"
I
by
hope the
himself?
move is going well, Steven.
Yes.
Hey hey, do 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 do. Hey hey, do 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 do
Yeah,
do.
Steve had a lot of media
Other
to
stuff.
move. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
He's out there. Yes.
But I'd
Yes.
rather move CDs than albums.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And comic
Mhm.
books.
Yes.
Boxes and boxes of comic books.
And stuff.
Mm. I think he filled up that whole trailer thing just
For
up to
those
the.
CDs.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
No,
Uh-oh.
you're making me work again.
See, that's all it takes to get rid of Ray. Just show up with his family right there. There you go.
Oh no.
Come on, Ray, get happy.
Come on, Ray, get happy. Come on.
He's such a grumpy guy, Ray. I
No.
never saw anybody so grumpy in all my life.
Yeah.
And here we go. These two.
Yeah, and I
Okay,
have
too.
those, damn it. And after all that,
Yeah, me too.
I can't believe that. I
Yeah.
went down for those.
I've got
I
these
don't. I
guys.
think I had
They're
this.
close.
The
They're
hits
close.
volume 1 and 2. I don't know what else came out on vinyl out of those CDs, but I don't think it was maybe anything.
Yeah.
I think maybe just these two, like volume 1 and 2.
Early tracks. Yeah.
And you got those at your local Walmart?
No, I think my mom got them for me for Christmas 2 years ago, like online. So
I'm
yeah,
going to
so-
set you
but
straight.
not
This
not
dance
not
is
local
great.
Walmart. Yeah.
Yeah, no, hold those things up. Sure,
Oh, look at that cat. Look at a cute
There's
cat.
a kitty
Oh,
there
man.
too.
I love cats. Oh, my God.
Yes. That's Paul. There's both of those.
See, and everything's like more cats.
And Dr. Grumbles wants to get in there too.
Dr. Grumbles is going to get into the act.
Everything is from like the first 4 albums, basically, just repackaged.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's everything.
Oh, look at that. Oh, my. Oh, it's great.
Love me do up to I Feel Fine.
They always say, "Oh, cats aren't like dogs. They're not set. They don't like they're not nice like dogs." I guess they are. Some of them. Forget the right
They are.
cats.
Well,
But it's
this
kinda
one's
like-
always nice. This one, she's
Grumbles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why she's named Dr. Grumbles.
Is he touching you?
Yeah, she's trying to.
No, it's a pet. Yeah. That's what my cat does.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Come on, touch me.
Yes.
Yes.
But it's kind of like what VJ was doing when they had at least 1 album's worth of Beatles material
Yeah.
that they could use.
Mhm.
Repackage.
What do you people know about? Does anybody know anything about the VJ introducing the Beatles paste over back cover? Anybody?
No.
Because they got one at my store, but it's pretty expensive. But I don't understand it.
Well, I know they had the blank cover for a while, and then
Right.
they had the ad back cover.
Yeah, it's not the ad back. It's not blank. It apparently had maybe the Love Me Do one over it, and now they pasted over the Please Please Me one on top of it. And supposedly it's $250, but
They probably did that because they lost the rights. So, they were cheap. They probably had album covers. So,
yeah, they probably had 100,000 slicks sitting in the warehouse. So they
VJ had no money. Okay, they were doing everything they could just to put Beatles out. So there were probably records sent out with the Please Please Me cover to satisfy Capitol, but with the Love Me Do album inside. I wouldn't put it past them at all. I mean.
yeah, that's such a mixed up history. I don't even know the whole history of that stuff.
You should
Crazy.
read the Spicer book. The Spicer book.
Yeah, I think I have it too.
And it goes into everything, and it's amazing. But the thing is, and I've said this before, BJ never should have lost the Beatles because EMI took them to court because they owed like $1,000 royalty. But meanwhile, on other things, EMI actually owed VJ like $20,000 in royalties. So it should have just come out of what EMI owed them, and they should have been able to go on. Basically, VJ had a really bad lawyer.
It all came down to a royalty dispute that, like,
but EMI owed them a lot more than they owed, you know.
But with EMI's lawyers compared to like the small Chicago label, like there's no way they were gonna win, you know.
Exactly. Well, what happened is their partner, you know, was a huge gambler and lost, you know, tons and tons of money. So VJ couldn't afford to even pay the $1,000 royalty that they owed, and they lost the Beatles. But again, they shouldn't have.
Yeah, wasn't it down? There was this company called Trans Global that, like, the whole royalty dispute came down.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, but again, EMI owed Trans Global like 20 grand, but Trans Global didn't care about that. They only cared about the grand that it really might only been $800. It was a very minuscule amount of money.
I think it was like between like $700 and $800, something like that. Something ridiculous.
It was a very minuscule amount of money.
Did they lose the Four Seasons as well?
No.
So all they had to do was put up the Four Seasons against another band that VJ had a contract.
Well, they eventually lost the Four Seasons to Phillips Records, but that was just because the contract ran out. You know, that wasn't like any kind of.
Yes.
What's this? Beans, is your sister a Donahue lover?
Huh?
Donahue? You mean like Phil Donahue? Like not like Donahue?
Oh boy.
What the heck? I'm starting to wonder if that's a real Adam or not.
I don't know.
I don't know. That sounds like a fake Adam to me.
Might be a fake Adam.
They said his dealer's been round recently, I think.
Where do you sit with the nuns? Over on the couch.
Right here.
Yeah.
This is where I conduct all my business.
Yeah, they get none.
There you go.
Yeah.
my get none business. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. This sounds like a good time to start shutting things down. If that's what that's what we're going to end up coming with. So
I think so.
Joe and Snap Crackle Pop Guy, Beans, and Ray and Paulina and Tom's Vinyl Shack and
Jorgen and James, you're already there.
James, thanks for coming. Oh, and there's no show next week. There's no show.
No show. Okay.
No show next week.
I'm off.
Okay.
Have fun at the baseball game, Don.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yeah, you need to do a video saying, I'm at the baseball game.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly, Mimi.
The kitty said bye, too. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, everybody.
Take care.
Later.